Goddess of Victory, NIKKE!
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
Will you join me, subordinate?
Just wait until I...
I've prepared a special song just for you!
And good evening, everybody. Happy St. Patty's Day. Although that, I guess for most people, will be, I don't know. Hi, GT. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ah, what a day. All right, I'll be right back, and then we'll switch it over. Good to see you. All right, be right back. Alrighty. What do you say we get this story going? Alright. I'm sliding my chair in. And I'm switching over. And I go sugar. Yeah, you know, right? Hi, I was about to talk about that, Wolf. Also, welcome in. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. It is St. Patty's Day. Although Japan doesn't really celebrate St. Patrick's. Although I am wearing green, so no pinching. No pinching allowed today. Slick transition. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm getting better at this. Nah, well, maybe let's not go too far. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Better at this. Right. Hope you guys are having a good one. We'll be playing the new event today, Forest. You get it? Because it's you know, it's a forest, but you know, it's also like for rest. So I thought, like, you know, this, you know, thank you. I'll be here all week. 100 pieces of the threshold for the affiliate, right? I think it's 50, but we're close. But anyway, I was gonna say, yesterday I was, yeah. But either way, I'm happy to get to 100. 100's a big milestone. I didn't even think I was gonna get 50 when I started doing this. But speaking of Miss 99, I wanted to say a shout out to Hina, who followed us yesterday. If you don't know, and I'll put it on the thing here. I think this will work. Yeah, so Hina is Monster Hunter. She's also doing like storytelling stuff. So if you ever want to go back, if you ever want to go talk to somebody or like just want to go vibe on a stream, she's reading like usually spooky stuff, but like at a kid's level. So like, well, I say that. I've been watching a few of her streams every now and then, a little bit, bits and pieces here and there. They're mostly reruns because I think she's on the opposite side of the planet. So when I'm awake, she's asleep, etc., etc. But she does stuff like Goosebumps to Stephen King, to stuff like that, and she just reads bedtime stories for her chat. So I thought it was cute. And apparently she follows me on Blue Sky too, so it's nice. It's nice to make friends. Who, you know, it can be taught. Even someone as old and decrepit and ancient as me can learn to make new friends. So let it not be said you can't, okay? But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Glad to see you. Today was a day where I forgot these, so I've been staring at blue screens all day, and burning my eyes out. So I think I'm definitely gonna have to go get an eye exam sooner or later, because these are really old. I've had these glasses since I got to Japan, so these are at least 6 years old. I haven't had a proper eye test in a long time, so like these might need to be adjusted just to make sure. And then while I was burning my eyes out, you know, I was working on, I was learning about security tooling today. I was trying to figure out how to do, it's a good question. I don't know what the particulars are. There is a reading category in Twitch, so she's usually under that. I would guess she's allowed to do it because she is an affiliate, I believe. I think it's because she's just reading it. It's I guess it's different from an audiobook, but I don't know. Plus, most of the books she's reading are like public domain or like very, very old. Like, I guess the idea is like, she'll know better than me. That's all I'll say. She'll know better than that, is all I'm saying, right? She's dealing with stuff that's like at least 30 or, you know, 30 plus years old. Like Goosebumps was went around when I was like 10, so it's at least 30 years old, right? Twitch is less strict on stuff like that. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, like I figured, like, first of all, it's none of my business here. I don't want to take a position of like a moral arbiter of like what it is. That's what Twitch's job is for, right? Twitch is supposed to be the arbiter of what the people can and can't do here. That's not my job. My job is just to do, like, if Twitch says stop doing that, stop it. I'm like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Please let me stream on your platform, sir. Yeah, it's mostly about, I know music is a big thing. I know, like, a lot of people, especially who do games for a living. I actually got VOD muted a couple times because of Rise on this game. The minute it comes on, it's like, oh, that's a mute because DMCA is in place, right? And most of these things are automated because they just have scrapers going through videos and then just detecting music. So it's like, it's pretty straightforward there. So that's all I would say there, is that whatever is in the position, I imagine if like there was a real problem with it, Tina would change things. But either way, the point is, like, I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool that, like, there's people who do reading streams, and there's people who do like homework streams, or like I'm just doing my taxes streams. Like, Twitch is kind of expanding it a little bit, so I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, what was I getting at? yeah, so today I was learning a little bit about tooling and how to work with it, and my team and I were working on a tool called NIKKE. And I thought, SNYK, and it sounds like, when you pronounce it, it sounds like the old thing in Nickelodeon, but no, it's not snick, it's snook, as in like, snuck something in, right? But yeah, like, I was busy fiddling with that most of the day when I wasn't, like, in meeting after meeting, and tomorrow's even more meetings. But I am looking forward to an extended weekend. Snuck into your defense. Shibun no Hi, or in other words, spring equinox is coming up on Thursday, which is a national holiday. And I've decided to celebrate the coming of spring by playing VC4 a lot, so that'll be fun. So looking forward to doing that. I'm trying different times out a little bit. I decided to just the Saturday stream by a scooch because I figured it's like, you know what? I'm getting kind of tired of like having to like struggle, find something to eat, shove it down in like 10 minutes, or like eat it on stream. I'd rather just like eat lunch, enjoy lunch, and then stream until I get bored. So we're gonna bump it LSS a little bit. I know that's gonna be sucky for especially like, JT, because he's more on the US time zone, and probably even more for Wolf, because that's gotta be like in the dead of night for you. Or so I apologize in advance. But I figured like it might be better for me on that, because then like, okay, things are taken care of, there's no distractions, everything's done, we're good, right? So we'll see what happens there. But I'm also looking forward to just playing a lot of VC4 this week. It's really fun, especially after like we got the Sevens back. Our girl Alicia's back, and like, wait, that was one of the DLCs? Holy shit, I didn't know you could do that. That's gonna be fun. All right, so let's take care of some dailies, and then let's get into the meat and bones of this. I think we also need to go and say hello to the newest member of the Botanical Garden squad. Don't know her name off the top of my head, but I'm sure we'll get to know her very, very well in this thing. I should use these films. I don't know what I'm even saving them for. I could just go back and do these events. This could be a fun thing. If I ever want to have stuff to do on, that reminds me, April's Fools is coming up. I wonder what the joke event is going to be for, DK this year. Anyway, I could go back. We could do some cool stuff with this. Like, we could go back and do Overzone, learn more about Dorothy and the Pilgrims. We could do License to Kill with D. We could do Christmas, a very special holiday thing. That one made me sad. That one made me super sad. We could do a bunch of these things if we wanted to. Anyway, School of Lock is so husbando sim. School of Lock is really depressing. School of Lock is super depressing. There's some good stuff in here. There's some fun stuff here, like Blue Water Island, the original one. The original one was really fun. I might do it later. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Hey, Naga, good to see you. I actually got her title now. Let me get my dailies out of the way, and then we'll go say her hello. Yes. It is different between mobile and PC. I don't know why.
Saw teeth, entire buildings. Hope you put it to good use.
How you doing, Senti? Give me my dust.
Thank you.
I need my hit of dust for the... Out of my way, woman. I need my hit of dust for the week.
Hello. This is the electronic integration system of the central government.
Well, hello,
Have
Gina.
fun shopping.
I'm sure we'll get to know you very well here
Doesn't
soon
it feel
enough.
great spending money? Thank you for coming.
She says that a lot, and like, Rupee, I get you're trying to sell me, but like, that's a hard sell. Oh, Sin? You talking about Sin? I know exactly. One of the masks, that's Sin. Sin's good. I've gotten to like Sin a lot more as time goes on. Have you tried? What do you think of Maiden? Is it the mask, or is it like, okay, we gotta do an experiment here. I'm just here to have fun. This is supposed to be a chill stream. There's no rush. We just have good vibes here. So, give me 1 second. I gotta get all the daily stuff out of the way.
Commencing operation.
All right. So, I gotta know, JT, and there's no judgment here because, listen, we're all say-so, right? We're all in agreement, ladies and gentlemen. This is a say-so stream, right? So this is not anything, but... So, JT, this is Noise, which I do not believe you were talking about, but she is very lovely. But I believe you were referring to Miss Sin, who should be right here. This is Miss Sin. This is who you were referring to, right, JT? She kind of looks like a KDA extra with the shoes, the jacket, the speaker ears. She's definitely like that. Yeah, Sin's great. She's fun. But I am curious with the mask thing, JT, and I would like to get your opinion on this, sir. What do you think of the Maiden? I guess what I'm trying to get, is it the aesthetic, or is it a mask thing? Maybe it's a little bit of both, you know, after all. But this is the Maiden. There's Asuka? Oh yeah, you mean Eva, right? Yeah, Asuka's in this game. Both of them, actually, now. There's 2 Asukas. Oh, great. This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. 2 red-headed tsundere girls. Let's go over there. Yeah, so there's Asuka. She's from the original Eva event they did.
この世界の食べ物、パーフェクトだっけ？あんなものを食べろだなんて信じらんないわ。
There's Asuka from the first event. And she's great. She's actually one of the top tier for the abnormals. Yeah, she's very cute. I mean, listen, I like Sin a lot. I guess, you know, in terms of me, Helm. I went and I caved and I bought her gacha skin, but Helm's one of my favorites. This is her new gacha skin, and I'll leave it to your imagination as to why I caved on it. But yeah, Helm's great. She's fun. Who's the nun girl? Oh, Wolf, my dear sir. Are you perhaps referring to the lovely Rapunzel?
All I want is to remember every moment spent with you. Is that too much to ask?
Oh, no, not that one? Okay, my bad. My apologies, sir. You will have to guide my hand more to the right. This one. This one? This is Rapunzel as well. This is her in her pilgrim years. When she was part of the Goddess Squad. Hey, yo! Yes.
Would you like me to pray for you?
Well, would you? Gentlemen, remember, this is a say-so stream. Now, there's a lot of good beans here. I don't know. That's fair. I was getting off on Asuka. No, that came out wrong. That was a bit over the top. That came out the wrong way. There's another Asuka. Here's the new one. From the second Evangelion. Asuka-ville.
ここはおかしな奴らが多いわね。
She's
あんたみたいなリリンは珍しい。
She's even got the Spear of Longinus, which was something I thought was a nice touch, and was about the most I remember from my days when I watched Eva as a kid. But yeah, we got 2 Asukas now. 2 Asukas! But yeah, like, I guess, Wolf, since you're not here as often for the NIKKE streams, I got favorites here. Like, you can tell, like, the ones that I keep seeming to strike it rich on are Blanc and Naga. Blanc's one of my favorites. She was a solid defender unit for me for the longest time, and she's really cute. Do you want to know how many I have? Because I know exactly how many I have thanks to the achievement I got recently. I am the commander of 120 NIKKEs. That's a lot of NIKKEs. Rosanna, yeah, I just got Rosanna. The mafioso, the underworld queen. Misato! Yes. I guess, I take it you're a bit of an Eva fan. Wolf, yeah, there she is.
申し訳ないんだけど、冷蔵庫お願いしてもいい？
Yep, that's Misato. She's here. In all her glory. Along with, and then from the second Eva event, we got, where is she? I know you're here somewhere, girl. Sakura! There you are.
いつも大変そうですけど、無理してはりませんか？
Misato and Asuka goat. They are pretty goat. In terms of like old school anime, they are some of the goats for sure. So I definitely don't blame you there. I like Phantom. Phantom's fun. She reminds me so much of Phantom Thieves. So it's like, yeah, I'm a big Persona 5 nerd, so it's like, oh, Volume? You like Volume?
Did you call?
Despite my appearance, I'm in fact working as a librarian.
She's totally not a thief, you guys. Totally not a thief. Anyway. Volume. Yeah, volume. In more ways than one might say. But, yeah, the rapper girl, part of Prima Donna with Noise. She's Noise and Aria's, co-worker, I guess you could say.
Can you even sing? Let's do a duet sometime.
Okay. Too much game. They like strap. Wolf, you're gonna need a seatbelt. If you're gonna get like this, you're gonna need to strap in with a seatbelt because you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm gonna say right now. Anyways, all right, that's enough. That's enough schmoozing. Let's get to know the new lady, the newest member to the cast. What was I doing? Right, recruiting. Anyway, so this is Trina. We're gonna get to know her today. I get it. It's okay. I'm just teasing anyway. We're all having good. Like, I think, like, for this game, you definitely have to be able to be, like, laugh at yourself. Otherwise, like, if you get too serious about this game, like, you've lost the plot, is all I'm trying to say. So today, we're going to meet Trina, a NIKKE from the Botanical Garden. She's in charge of managing the trees in the Ark. Though gentle and mature like the trees that keep her company, she exhibits a peculiar behavior due to her fondness for becoming one with nature. That description makes her sound like one of those hippies that you find like who's like run off to live in the woods with the trees or something.
Trees may seem rough and unrefined, but they actually require a delicate touch.
So normally, so I gotta be real here. Normally, I could maybe, like, spin a kayfabe ting about, like, you know, like, so, like, a good example would be the Sevens. So, like, you know, you got bunny girls. Why the hell are bunny girls in NIKKE? And I could make the idea that, like, well, listen, they're bunny girls because they're part of this squad that's in charge of the entertainment district. And when they're not on missions, they're running the entertainment district, so... And the NIKKE bodies are kind of tied to them. You can't just like, oh, here's your combat body and here's your civilian body. No, they just have one body. So it's like, I could at least, given the lore and the world building, make the case as to why bunny girls might be out there with machine guns. But the first time I saw Trina, and there's no disrespect intended there, I had nothing. I was like, cow print, sweater, kini, virgin killer, but she works in tree. I had nothing. Like, don't get me wrong, she seems nice. I'm sure we're gonna get to know her, but I'm just like, I got nothing. I don't know how I'm gonna spin this. You know, I'm always like, what do we do here, right? Okay, so she's a rocket launcher apparently. Her launcher kind of looks like a leaf blower. Because of the thing, the trigger in the back of this to steady the front, it kind of looks like a leaf blower. Is that intentional? I wonder. I mean, it would make sense if she works for a botanical garden. She's also going without shoes, I noticed as well. Very hippie-like. Milk cannons. Yep, for sure. Yeah. It's for these little guys up top. Is that one of them crying? It's snowing, by the way. Ooh, nice. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. This little guy's crying. Why? This little guy on the top of her head is just... He's sad. Does he not like the loud noise? I don't blame you, little guy. It's okay. Oh, he's right there. He's so sad. I don't know why. Anyway, well, we'll get to know Trina here soon enough. I have enough for a pull, so let's do a pull real quick. All right, let's see. Will I get some? And nada. That's okay. It happens. Excellent. All right. All right, let's begin the tale of the zoo for rest. All right. I'll do this. And here we go. Warm sunlight. I should look through all the movie tier list. I always forget. Go for it. You know, I need to do a tier list with you guys. Maybe one of these nights we should do a NIKKE tier list just for funsies. Anyway. Warm sunlight. A gently fluttering breeze. Flowers sprouting up and blossoming one by one, dotting the land with color. It also depends on what kind of tier list we want to do. Would it be like beauty ranks, or like, you know, like waifu ranks, or like stuff like that, right? We'd have to figure out like ones that would kill you in the alley, or like, I don't know, or strongest Nikkes. We'd have to figure it out, right? I guess it'd be an amalgamation. Waifu ranking Masato would rank. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I would do that. You know what? Maybe next Monday, Nikkei Monday, Nikkunde. Oh god, stop saying words, Merc. Maybe next Nikkei Monday, Mikkei, we'll try that. Alright. Or we'll do a little bit at the end of it. I've never done a tier list. That could be fun. Alright. VC waifu? You could do that too. There's plenty of them to go around. Although we probably focus on just the main characters. Anyway. Flowers sprouting up and blossoming one by one, dotting the land with color. In the Ark, spring has begun, bringing along with it a warm and dizzying array of emotions. Mikkei Stream. For some reason, the overriding emotion is excitement. Hello, my lovely Lupins! It's Ein. That's not Rupee. That's Ein, but I'm guessing Rupee's on the camera. She's a streamer, so we're watching a streamception at the moment. Ein? Yeah, she's cute. She is. Hello, my lovely Lupins! Welcome to Rupee's magnificent shopaholic channel. Today I'm here at the Cherry Blossom Park, but do any of you know why? I know! The Spring Festa. Did I get it right? The correct answer is to introduce the upcoming cherry blossom-based festival, the Spring Festa. Woohoo! Did you guys see that? I never miss. Ein and Zwei. Ein, I believe we got together today to work on our homework. Ah, come on, relax. It's not even that much work. I can just copy it later. It'll be fine. Besides, if you don't watch Rupee's show as it's happening, you can't watch it later. Ein and Zwei. Yep. Ein, Zwei. Do you want to guess who the third member of their little troupe is? Because well, again, I guess for anyone new here, Nikkes are formed comprised of squads. Ein and Zwei are part of the same squad. R. R is the only close clue I'm going to give you. Ein, Zwei. Nom nom. Oh, there, too late. I spoiled it. There's the third member right there. Ein, Zwei, and Ray. The Spring Festa is one of the 10 most anticipated events in the Ark. And it's just around the corner. How do you all feel? Aren't you excited? Super duper excited. I've already been losing sleep thinking about catching a glimpse of the cherry blossoms from the surface. Yeah, people go crazy for Sakura this time of the year. Like, there's actually a forecast just for the cherry blossoms, and it's scheduled to be later this week, actually. So perfect timing there. It's going to be, I usually go to the park to see cherry blossoms. It's going to be super fucking crowded and probably have a bunch of people on picnics drinking themselves to death. Japan. Anyway. I've already been losing sleep thinking about catching a glimpse of the cherry blossoms from the surface. Me too. By the way, Zwei, are you coming to this festival this year? I hadn't given it much thought. You're going, aren't you? Aren't you? Oh, she's blushing. I knew it. I knew you'd decide to come along. Let's see. We'll need to prepare a camera, a picnic mat, and... I suppose it'll be fine to take one day off. Zwei is what you would call a professional student. Nom nom. And Ray is the senior, believe it or not. What about you, Miss Privity? Would you like to come too? Please tell me Privity's in the maid outfit. Is it Privity in the maid outfit? We are at Cafe Sweeties, so I'm guessing like... Oh no, this is made for you. Is she in the maid outfit? I wonder. She is in the maid outfit. Huh? Me? Yeah! Didn't you hear? For this year's festival, cherry blossoms from the surface will be open to the public. Oh, damn. You must have been making some strides in our work. If you stand underneath them and share a kiss with your special someone, your love will last forever. Gravity seems shocked by this news. eternal love? That's right, isn't it positively heartwarming? So, as long as you share a kiss under the cherry blossoms, your love will be eternal. There you are, Ray. You finally done eating. Are you alright, Miss Privity? You look like you're up to something. I just noticed the one in the corner patting his belly. That's a mood right there. No, I'm not up to anything. For others, spring brings a feeling of revitalization. Hi, leader. It's spring. That means the festival Harmony will begin soon. No, wait, that's not it. It's called the Spring Festa now. It's been a while since the name changed. Still doesn't quite stick in my brain. No wonder Aeneas always says I'm behind the times. Again, I'm old at heart. What's in a name anyway? Festival Harmony, Spring Festa. What does it matter which it is? What's important is everyone has a good time. I hope this year's festival's a joyful one. For others still, it brings a sense of nostalgia. How was my day? Same as always. I took care of the little ones in the arboretum. Arboretum? Arboretum. 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 Yeah, arboretum. Had tea with Flora and Leaf. That's pretty much it. Oh, I have been hearing a lot about the festival lately. Looks like spring really has arrived in the Ark. I heard that little rustle. It's very faint over the music, but... This festival... You know as well as I do that the so-called everlasting Sakura is nothing but an illusion. Nature, at least real nature, does not exist in the Ark. So... I don't think I'll be going. It's okay. One day, I swore an oath to protect this garden, and I've upheld that oath ever since. I have no interest in illusory facsimiles of nature. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's very adorable. So, I'm still trying to figure out, are you... Her last words made me confused. Like, you're part of Botanical Garden, but it sounds like you've been on the surface. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. But first of all, I gotta shoot something. All that sugary sweetness. Oh, it's time for the ride in Discord. It's time for the ride in Discord, everybody. I'm so excited. Hopefully I don't kill it too quick. I want that ride in Discord. The Land Eater. Here we go! We're here for the ride in Discord! And we kill it immediately. It's always, the first one's always too easy, but...
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
I don't know why that music, I don't know why NIKKE music goes so hard, but it does for some reason. Alright, so who are our bonus NIKKEs for this? Of course, Trina. Biscuit! She's one of the few NIKKEs I don't have yet. And I've pulled a lot of NIKKEs, but she's one of the few I don't have. Got Flora, of course, her Botanical Garden member. Litter, Julia, Celine. Well, that'd be cool. One of the things I like about these events is that, like, because they shift it up they change it up so often, I get to play with other NIKKEs that I normally wouldn't. So it's kind of fun. So let's pull out some ladies. Litter? What are you giving me the assist one for? Where's my leader? That's not my litter. That's my litter.
I may not be the best, but I can at least crack a few skulls.
It would be nice if the flowers could come along too, they could see the sunlight.
That'd be nice. Let's go with
Well then,
3 for now.
I'll just join this team.
We should be more than enough for this. 1, 2, 3. We got a burst 1, burst 2, burst 3. That should be more than enough. And here we go. When it's time for the sun to set, I begin to climb the hill. I don't know why, I just felt like it. It's a habit, I suppose. One day, as I was crumpling up an already crumpled piece of paper once more, and staring up at the sky, I was suddenly enveloped in shadow.
What was your day like?
That was how I first met her.
You look sad, so I decided to talk to you. I'm not bothering you, am I?
At the time, I felt like she was.
I am, aren't I?
I thought if I kept quiet, she'd stop bothering me and leave me alone.
What are you holding on to? An ARC lottery ticket?
Oh, okay.
I see.
But she didn't respond the way I expected.
Your family's up there, aren't they?
Instead, she placed a flower petal in my hand.
If you let the wind carry this, it will eventually reach your family. Wouldn't they prefer a beautiful fall flower over a scrap piece of paper?
The petal fluttered up and away from my hand, and the wind carried it up high. I stood there blankly for a while, watching it fly away as she sat next to me.
I'm Rin. What's your name?
For reasons I can't quite explain, even though I never had spoken since coming down the Ark, on that day, my lips parted for the first time.
Trina.
I see.
Trina?
Oh, wait, hold on. That's either a memory or a dream or both.
Trina? Trina?
Yes?
Are you ready?
Oh, just a moment. It's just seeing these flowers brought me back for a moment.
Is everyone ready?
The birds, cute burbs.
I still want to know why this one's so sad.
Right.
We're ready, Flora. All right. Are you all ready too? Okay. Lilac and Margaret are joining us, and they're ready as well. Now then, shall we begin the tea party?
Sounds good. You got a spot of tea for me? Oh, hey, Mana. Has been a while, girl. Good to see you.
I'm sorry, but I have a question. For us, what is it? Well...
Flora places a teacup in front of Mana.
Lilac worries that it might be rude to keep a guest waiting without serving them some refreshments.
I mean, that's true. I mean, if I'm at a tea party and no one sends me a spot of tea, well, we're just gonna have to throw hands, we is.
Margaret thinks so as well. So, before we hear Aster's question, why don't we serve the drinks first? Wouldn't warm water be sufficient for you? Would warm water be sufficient for you, Aster?
Sure. Yeah, I forgot. Flora's quirk is that she gives, well, I think the quirk is that she gives everybody a nickname based on the flower. Is Aster a type of flower? It is. Okay, I learned something today. Aster is a genus of perennial flowering plants in the family Asteraceae. Its circumscription has been narrowed and now encompasses 170 species. They look like daisies, basically. Interesting. Oh, okay, because a daisy is in the asters are in the daisy family. Okay. Neat. I learned something today, and so did you, whether you liked it or not. Anyway. Sure.
And you, Trina? Could I please have warm water as well? As for the little ones, they would prefer cold water, please and thank you.
What kind of tea is this? Just giving me hot and warm water? Hot and cold water?
Here we are. Now that we're properly prepared, we can commence the tea party. tea party without tea? Is it because, like, she doesn't want to use the flowers for tea? I'm confused. I'm also upset, but I don't want to hurt. I want to understand. Anyway. So what was your question, Esther? It's... What am I doing at your tea party? Oh, dear, what a question. That's a face. That's a face. Oh, dear, what a question. We're not making you uncomfortable, are we? That makes me kind of sad. Sadder than the bird on your head? It's not that, but wonderful. So there isn't any problem. I came here on business. I had no intention of being involved in a tea party. Aster, the Botanical Garden Squad holds regular tea parties. During these gatherings, we discuss all manner of matters, from the plants growing in our greenhouse. However, as you know, Trina and I rarely leave the garden, so we often don't have much to share with the little ones. Very true. Usually it's not a big deal since we have Leaf with us, but she's up on the surface right now bringing in new little ones. So please, if it's not too much trouble, could you tell the children about what's going on in the outside world? That's kind of a big question to answer. Lilac and Margaret are curious as well. My little ones also want to know. The little ones. Do they have names? Please tell me they have names like based on their cardinal directions or like the 4 elements of the universe or something like that. I wonder. Or maybe she names them after Pokemon. Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, and Spearow. Spearow's the sad one. I don't know. I'm honestly pretty similar to you guys. I spend all my time in the research lab. Yeah, that research lab. Oh boy. Some darkness we found in there. I don't have many stories to tell. Today's the first time I've made it out of the lab in a week. She seems happy with that. Hey, yo, wait a minute. What's up? What's up, JT? I'm waiting. We're waiting. What's up, JT? What's on your mind? Who is this I come back to? This lovely lady is named Mana. She is one of the main head researchers in the ARC laboratories. She just explained that she's been working in there for like over a week, and this is her first time back to freedom and to sunlight and things like that. Her name is Mana. Do you like her? She is pretty cool. I definitely like her tie. Her tie is pretty fucking awesome. I remember and she seems like a real professional. Like, she's not mean, but she's like, my bad, parents going on a one-day road trip, so I was just wishing them well. But no, you're good. No worries. Hopefully, family comes first, my man. You did the right thing. Don't worry about it. Yeah. If I remember right with Mana, I think it's her gun or something like that. But the point is, like, she's the head researcher, and she's a workaholic to a degree, like most of the research down there. But the ARC laboratories, the Bacillus Industry Laboratories, are. We were down there a couple of events ago. Maybe I'll play that event again. But like, there's some dark shit going on down there. That's what we're slowly starting to learn. Anyway, but yeah, this is Mana. And that's Flora. She's part of Botanical Garden with Trina. She's the first member of Botanical Garden we talk about. Oh. She's also likes nicknaming people after flowers. So Aster is Mana. I'm trying to be a Mana for her. She's cute. You have good taste in women, JT. That's for sure. She's not a bad person either. I remember she's just very. She strikes me as like, the game full of plot. Hi, Shizuka. Welcome. Good morning. How are you doing? It's been a while. I've been peeking in on your Monster Hunter streams. How goes the haunting of Mons? It's good to see you. This is a very say-so stream. I have no idea what you're talking about. There is plot. Look to the right of the screen. There's plenty of plot there. We're just starting the new NIKKE event for Rest. So, hope you're doing well. I'm glad to see you, Shizuka. The joke's being as big as the other girls at head, bruh. Yeah, that kind of does happen. That's the spare rocket tanks. In case, you know, that's the spare rocket fuel for the rocket launcher, which looks like a leaf blower. I swear to God, it looks like a leaf blower. Kind of tired of it already. Thanks for lurking. No worries. I'm happy to lurk. I'm happy to show some support. Just don't be surprised if I come in every now and then and just slip like a 10 gift bomb or something like that. Don't. JT will attest to that. He drives him nuts when I do that to him. He's like, "Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "Because I want to. It's my money. He'll do it." I don't get why people are so mad at me. We're like, "Why are you giving me money?" I was like, because I like you and I want you to succeed and I want to show some support. And this is how we do it on Twitch. We show each other support through like gift subs and stuff like that. Apparently, I'm doing it all wrong, Shizuka. That's the lesson I'm learning. Anyway, like actually a waste of money. No, I don't see it that way, Shizuka. Don't worry about it. You're doing a lot better than me, I imagine. You're doing great, I think. Sanctions make it so. Really? Oh, okay. Sanctions. That's interesting. I didn't think there were. No, that gets me curious because like I don't think there's sanctions between Japan and. I don't think there'd be sanctions between Japan and anything, but maybe you mean tariffs or something. But even that was like that doesn't work for digital goods. I don't think. Interesting. At least you stream, Shizuka. I haven't in months, and he still does. Oh yeah, I will. I don't care. I can't get any money from Twitch or any direct transfer. Really? Oh, does it cause problems for you? Yeah, that sucks. That's actually really bad. That's really bad. I hope I'm not causing you any undue stress then, Shizuka. By the way, let's shout out Shizuka just in case. It's Russia. Oh. But Russia and Japan don't have sanctions against each other, do they? Or is it because Twitch is an American company? That might be it. It's because it's an American company. Oh, they do? Oh, I didn't realize that. That shows how ignorant I am. Oh, well. I hope I'm not causing any undue stress on you, Shizuka, by that. If I am, please forgive me. That certainly wasn't my intention. You know, now that I think about it, I think it's the same with, like, now that I think about it a little bit, I think I understand what's going on there. Because Japan is basically a vassal state for America, and America has sanctions on Russia, so that might be what's going on there. It might be just, like, law transference or whatever. Icky. I have a colleague who's Russian. She makes games. It's really cool, but because she's Russian and she lives here, yeah, that's exactly it, right? You can't. That sucks. Damn it. That and probably the PayPal. Yeah, there's a bunch of bullshit around that. It sucks, especially because I would love people like Shizuka to be paid for her support and show support for Shizuka, and you know. There's got to be other ways to do this. PayPal was blocked 3 years ago, yeah. I guess the only way I could really show Shizuka some actual support would be to, like, I don't know, give her money, like, hand her money. You know. Well, does that work? That works for everything, right? So Shizuka, sorry for asking questions, but I'm honestly really curious about this. So, you are affiliated, so you're allowed to, like, get subs and bits and stuff on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat as you, Shizuka. I'm just here for the fun. I'm really glad that everybody like you show up. When people like you show up just to chat and have a good time. But, like, so Twitch allows you to be an affiliate without any proffering. I don't know how that works exactly. I'll have to look into this later, but either way, let's get back on track here. It's piling up on Twitch account. I just can't cash it out. Oh, okay. So, like, but the day you can, man,
The day you can cash out on it, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make you a promise, Shizuka. I will gift you 100 subs that day when you can start cashing out on making bank on your Twitch account. I will give you an 100 gift bomb. Talk about having a savings account. Please don't. I promise. I'm joking, of course. But anyways, getting back on track. Shizuka, it's nice to see you. I hope hope you're doing well. Yeah, and if you guys are looking for fun, Shizuka plays cool games. She plays a lot cooler games than me. So if you're looking for a fun, chill time, her community, her small community, small, but it's chill. I would recommend it. All right, moving on. I think we're having a conversation about tea with no fucking tea, which was blindingly upsetting. But let's continue. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Shizuka. I hope you have a good work day. Better than me. But thank you for the lurk. I do appreciate it. Oh. I keep hitting the wrong button. Well then. How about we listen to the radio? How about you pour me some tea? The only government-approved anti-aging injection in the Ark. Evergreen. Enjoy your youth for longer. A promise has been made. Oh no, I've been clipped. Oh, how dare. Ew. What are those outrageous lumps of fat? I believe those are called breasts, Shizuka. But yes, I understand. I understand your outrage. I was telling JT and Wolf. By the way, Wolf, you still with us, buddy? I was telling Wolf earlier. Yeah, I was telling Wolf earlier, like, most of these NIKKEs I can, like, justify to a degree, like, you know, oh, Flora's in charge of the Botanical Garden, she's a botany scientist, Mana is an actual researcher, she works in the labs for the Ark. I got nothing for why Trina is there in, like, a cow print virgin killer dress. That's the best I could come up with it. You know, wearing like that, you know, I got nothing. I got no way to, like, justify that, you know. I could make a case for the bunny girls. I can't make a case for that. Dress, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Flora's got a nice dress. I like Flora's dress a lot, actually. I just realized it's double layered, so there's the white, and then underneath is the violet skirt. It's actually quite tasteful, I thought. Anyway, they just keep playing the same ad over and over. If I'm not mistaken, the Sovereigns were the only ones who could receive Evergreen. After the first invasion, the Ark's production system wasn't fully established. Before the prices eventually stabilized, it was seen as a luxury item only Sovereigns could afford. Now, however, everyone has easy access to it, which is a good thing. Anti-aging? Like, everybody, like, is it literally anti-aging, or is it just more like anti-aging cream? It's the fact they knew to keep them... It's the fact they knew how to keep them on screen even though she's not even talking. They just expect, like... Now you just make me thinking, like, the research, like, the data analytics. We noticed that, like, our viewer, the people who are playing the game, 98% of their eye movement was tracked to the right side of the phone. Not sure why. Not sure why, though. This particular area right here. Yes, it's a relief. And we're back. It's Noise! Right now, you're listening to Classic Diva, hosted by me, Noise. That's my girl. In part 2, we'll be reading stories from our listeners and playing your song requests. Since the Spring Festa is right around the corner, we've gathered some romantic stories related to spring, guaranteed to make your hearts flutter. We'll be accepting story submissions all the way through the festival. I feel like I should put the mic right here when I have more of like a late night radio voice when I do this. We'll be accepting story submissions all throughout the festival. So if you got one, be sure to send it to the program. That's just a nude apron. You think so? Okay. The minute you said that, Shizuka, I'm looking in the back. I see a flap on the back of her thigh that seems to suggest from an artistic point of view there's a back to this, but I don't. Well, we also saw the back from the shooting demonstration. Yeah. I don't know. Before we read the stories, I'll give a brief introduction to the Spring Festa. God damn, they're big. I mean, this year's festival is jam-packed with all sorts of special events.
Since we've got Basilis's very own Botanical Garden squad on deck as hosts, not only will the cherry blossoms from the surface be open to the public, but the Ark's gardens will also be available for viewing. Gooning in the Gooning game. No way. I know, right? All you can look out, so you can all look forward to the... She must have died while reading it. Say-So stream. Remember, Say-So stream. You're listening to Say-So stream, the most Say-So stream on Twitch. I'll be your host for the evening. Sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and make it goddamn actual tea, because if you just give me warm water again, I swear to atheismo, I'm going to tear this whole place to the ground. Anyways, back to peaceful times on the radio. Yes, I know, Lilac. This is my first time hearing about this, too. Say so, Johnny. Johnny. Johnny, yo. Honto say so. What's that, Margaret? How could they make this kind of decision without telling us? Unfortunately, this world is filled with people who don't consider thoughts and feelings of others. Damn. Too real, Flora. Too real. You'd like to know who? Well, I'm sorry. Allow me to apologize on their behalf. I was going to mention it earlier, but I originally came here to convey orders from Suyin. Lobelia? Lobelia? All right, that's right. What type of flower is a lobelia? So, that's her quirk, or lobelia. What is a lobelia again? Is a genus of flowering plants in the bellflower family. They're more herbs? Okay, they're kind of like lavender or like something like that, huh? Is it toxic to humans? Lobelia is a particularly toxic herb. I wonder why she calls Suyin a lobelia. A particularly toxic herb. I can't imagine why she calls Suyin that of all people in this game. Yes. In the interest of upholding market shares, Basilis has secured the rights to run this year's Spring Festa. Botanical Garden is to spare no expense in ensuring the festival's success, including opening the gardens. If Lobelia is the one that arranged this deal, then why is the responsibility being thrust on us? Because it's a festival focused on flowers, which makes you perfect for it. It's not like we'd be able to refuse anyway. Okay then, so for the festi... No, we refuse. Trina, she just said we can't! You're gonna get us killed! We refuse. Trina? You mustn't open up the garden. We can't. You do realize the consequences of disobeying Suyin's orders, don't you? It doesn't matter. What do you mean by that? This is what we can do. The domain which we oversee is divided into 3 sections. My garden, filled with flowers. Trina's arboretum, filled with trees. And Leaf's specimen lab, filled with seeds. For the festival, we'll open up my section, and my section only. Will that be acceptable? I'll report back to Suyin and let you know. How about you, Trina? Are you okay with that? Yes. Thank you, Flora. Good. Now then, Aster, is your work done here? Yes, but there is something personal I would like to speak with you about. With me? Rin's research lab will be cleared out soon, before the end of the festival. If you left anything important there, you should retrieve it before then. Unless you left everything there intentionally. Who's Rin? Who are we fighting? Oh right, we're shooting things. This is a game about shooting stuff.
Let me show you what I can do.
Alright, Flora, your time to shine, girl.
Aren't there any
Oh, she's a heavy
seeds?
machine gun. It's got, I like the drum top. That's very, like, World War I-ish, I think, right? Like, the drum clips, right? Those are kind of, like, very World War I, World War II.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Thanks, Litter. As the sun starts to set, I begin my habitual climb up the hill. I must have done it so regularly because of the view. The view of the Ark is beautiful from up there. One day, as I stood on the hill and looked down at the city,
I felt a shadow come over me. That's how I first met him. I was wondering where you went. In case you forgot, residency registration's today. What are you doing out here? I know this is the first time we've interacted properly. I hate coming off as a nag, but let's try to be punctual, okay? So, are you worried about joining our squad? No? Then what are you doing up here, looking so desperate? I realize you've only done rear support work in the Ark, so the notion of going up to the surface must feel overwhelming. You only became a NIKKE toward the end of the second surface reclamation war, so you've never had the opportunity to head up to the surface. Don't look so surprised. I'm your commander. After all, I should know a bit about your background. Is this like... this is a dream sequence for sure. Was she talking to the actual commander? I wonder. Now then, why don't we hang out here together? Mind if I stand beside you, my inexperienced friend? You're not inexperienced, you say? Well, I've certainly spent more time on the surface than you. As he chuckled softly, he stood beside me. I'm Josh Human. What's your name?
You can call me Litter. A credit for your thoughts?
Oh, it was Litter's dream, apparently.
Litter? Oh, hey, Cindy. Oh, she's wearing her outfit. That's cute. I don't think I've actually seen this in game yet.
Did she give Volt? Oh, sorry, hold on. Is that Volt with the little bow tie, with a tie and a collared shirt? Who is this tiny gentleman? It's adorable. I like the look too. It's very cute. Who is this tiny gentleman? And their adorable master. That's very cute. All right.
Oh, hey, Sandy. I've been thinking about the past late.
Oh, Sentient Leader. They're metric units. Why did I just get that? Because when everybody says it in the game, they say litter. So I'm like, oh, like she's littering? No, it's liter. And then centiliter. I'm like, God damn it. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb person. This is what you get when you're indoctrinated by freedom units back in the States. Anyway.
I've been thinking a lot about the past lately. Maybe because it's springtime. Anyway, don't worry about it. It's not that important. Are you done preparing for vacation? Yeah, I know it took a while. I'm still not sure if I'm happy with my outfit.
No, you look great. She does look really gay. I like the sunflower pin. It looks like it's yarn because of the stitching on the front. It looks like it's stitched.
I know you're just being nice, but even so, thank you for helping me pick out the outfit.
Damn, Senti, you got taste, girl.
Please, considering how much you've done for me, it's the least I can do. In fact, correct me if I'm not mistaken, but is this your first vacation? Is it? I guess I've never taken a break since joining Mighty Tools. Since it's your first vacation, what do you plan on doing? I don't really have any plans. I have plenty of time, so I'm going to mull it over. Is that so? Well, I hope you have a great time.
Bolt.
Yes, I hope you have a good time as well, Bolt.
Liter pulls out an old pocket watch and checks the time.
I don't want to disrupt business. I should head out soon. Senti, while I'm away, don't forget to keep providing our customers with the best service around. Of course! Don't worry about a thing. We're getting a new shipment of materials and equipment tomorrow, so make sure to give everything a proper once-over. Yeah. I'll double and triple check everything. And also,
is she actually gonna leave?
never mind. Before accepting anything on credit, make sure to confirm the payment deadline first. Don't let people pay without asking questions like last time. Oh, and another thing. Leader! Yes? You don't have time for this. Your vacation's getting shorter by the minute. Don't worry about me. Get a move on. Start resting already.
Yeah, Bolt's like, girl?
Okay. I meant only to mention one thing, but I guess I ended up going on for a while. It's okay. I understand you're only looking out for me. She's bossy. She's very bossy and a bit of a workaholic. Litter is the leader of the Mighty Tools. So basically, they make all the tools and construction on the Ark. So she's like, basically like, yeah, a workaholic. Don't worry, I paid close attention to every word you said. You said a new request came in, right? Yeah, that's for sure. Korean culture to a degree as well. Yeah, from Rian. You know the Spring Fest is being held soon? Bacillus is in charge of the festival preparations. She asked us to build some facilities to use for the festival. As soon as you leave, we're going to start with the construction. This is the first time you've been responsible for the task of this magnitude. That's right! Before this, I've always worked together with you. So I'm both a little worried and a little excited. It's Senti's big day. If she nails this, she can be senior constructionist. She's going to get lots of big jobs from now on if she pulls this off. I promise, I'll do my best to uphold the sterling reputation of Mighty Tools that you spent your whole life building. Are you sure you'll be fine without me? If you're really worried, I can push back my vacation. Leader, if anyone here is worrying too much, it's you. Relax, everything will be fine. All I want you to do is kick back, relax, and get ready to congratulate me on getting a chance to shine on my own. All right, you, Volt, and I can celebrate when I get back. We can have a nice party. Sounds good. Looking forward to it. Spring Festa, huh? Once the festival starts, there'll be crowds of people in most places. Maybe I should visit early and take a peaceful walk along the cherry blossom path. Bolt agrees. Well, I'll be off. Take care. Let's go, Volt. So is it Volt or Bolt? Because the subtitle says Bolt. You guys say Volt. I don't know what to believe. I don't know who to believe. They're not, I mean, they're kind of related if you think about it from electricity, but not a lot.
Bolt, follow me.
I'm going to go with Bolt because they keep saying Bolt.
Got a bullet.
You're already out of bullets? How many did you use? Is this a new song? It's Boruto, obviously. You're right. This is a new song.
Victory is blooming before our very eyes.
Sorry, I'm just vibing a little bit. It's a new song. Not bad. It's us. It's finally Commander Merc. The busiest workaholic in all of the Ark. Me. Finally, I have some long-awaited time off. For the moment, I'm ruminating. What should I do? Play some of the video games that aren't in the library? Binge a show where I can turn my brain off? If not that, then... Actually, even if I spend an all day racking my brain deciding what to do, I'll be doing it while lying down in my bed. In fact, that in and of itself isn't a bad holiday. Staycation. Good thing I woke up early in the morning and hung a note on the door. You think you think a note on the door is gonna stop any of the NIKKEs from bothering you? I'm the stupidest man alive. If there's anything I've learned from the recent past, it's that NIKKEs have a proclivity for barging into my room at all hours. Just as I'm starting to relax, someone will barge in and get me involved in this or that, so I had to do something about it. So today I got up extra early and put a note on my door saying that no one is here. And as a result, no one has come to disturb me yet. Surprisingly effective then. After all, when you've got time off, you should have a chance to kick back and relax. I just feel like in a horror movie where like he's slowly turning his head, casting death at the store. Blossom? Flora? You seem a little startled. Is something wrong? Did you not see the note on my door? Note? Do you mean this? Flora hands me a piece of paper. I'm not in at the moment, so please come back later. Strange, isn't it? Here you are in the commander's room, yet there's a note saying you're elsewhere. Someone may be impersonating you as a prank. I'll have to track down the culprit. It's like one of those things where you can't be mad because like she clearly is not trying to be a pest. It's like, curse. This is hubris. Curse my hubris. You don't have to go through all that. If you say so. Anyway, what is it this time? Is it Suyin again? Lobelia certainly does keep us on our toes with her unpredictable behavior, but I'm actually here for a different reason this time. Flora proceeds to explain everything that's happened. At one point she wanted to shut down the garden, and now she wants to open it up to the public? It must be a real headache dealing with her. Indeed it can be. But her wanting to open up the garden also means she's finally acknowledged us in some fashion. So in that sense, I consider it fortunate. So what is it you need me to do? Should I help you with festival preparations? Oh, that's not why I came here. The festival preparations are going smoothly. Having Happy Zoo help us out in the last time the garden opened worked out nicely. And they're kindly offered to lend us a hand again. However... What is it? I'm worried about Trina. Blossom, how much do you know about Trina? Trina, of the Botanical Garden Squad. She tends to the trees in the Arboretum. I will get that right first try one of these days. Arboretum. So strong is her desire to be one with nature, she often ends up removing her clothes. I got nothing for that. Arboretum. Thank you, Suzuka. The pronunciation, distraction. Yep, Arboretum. It's like, what am I supposed to do when it says something like that, just outright? Oh, man. But then again, that goes back to what I was saying before with, like, her being, like, this, like, free spirit / hippie kind of character. The one who's like, I am a pixie of the forest. I will live with the trees. Men. Indeed, right? Us. Shizuka's right. Men. Where's Trina right now? At this point, she's probably tending to the trees along the cherry blossom path. That place is crowded with people. Indeed it is. I'm not sure if you're aware, Blossom, but Trina takes off her clothes whenever she feels confined by them. She's very sweet. This isn't an issue when she's inside the garden, but it's a different story when she's outside. You think? Please, tell me more, Flora. Please tell me more about this problem with one of the DKs just running around stark naked. I usually follow her around and make sure she doesn't do anything too scandalous, but I'm too busy preparing for the festival. I don't have time to keep an eye on her. You want me to be the designated clothes keeper on her? I don't know. The clothes guard? Would you be able to look after her in my place? Babysitting Trina. Okay. How hard could that be? Oh, man.
Whatever. I'll just do what I can.
All right, Flora, you do it. But, like, you know what? In terms of brevity...
Aren't there any seeds around?
Maybe.
Keep an eye out for places where we can plant flowers.
I'm just like... My brain's fried from that.
Nothing can stand in my way.
You got it. Like, I like NIKKE events because they run the gamut from silly to serious very well. Like, some of these are like events that are like you're learning about the characters, you're learning about the dark backstory, it's world building, it does a lot of things all at once, it's really good. And then, like, what I would put at the silly is like basically the ones with like the summer events, and you got, and then this one, right? So this is on the silly side of the event stuff. And then in the middle there's like, for me it's like usually like the Christmas events are usually like somewhat silly, but they're also kind of heartwarming. So they're slightly serious. I like, if I had to make heartwarming a descriptor, it'd be on the serious side rather than silly. But it's like, the point is like, or I mean, you could just go light and dark, I guess. Some are very dark, some are very light. Silly is very light. But, yeah. Light is like, yeah, like you're walking around a world where like there's scantily clad women, with giant guns and boobs and shit, and like they're doing stupid shit. It's like, yeah, like again, I'll put it at the front. If you're coming into NIKKE expecting it to be completely serious, you got the wrong mindset. One moment. Sorry. All this talking and yapping. Serious. Well, hold on, Shizuka. Let me elaborate a little bit. I think the world building and the main plot are actually very well put together, but at the same time, you have to be able to like have this somewhat suspension of disbelief in the sense that like, yeah, like you also have antics of these moments of brevity where it's like, yeah, you're going on a summer vacation in the beach to like check on stuff for the stuff. It's like very thinly taped together plot for people. It's just an excuse to get the girls in bikinis and stuff. But it's also can be fun, right? But then on the other side, you'll have ones like, oh, you're going to learn about the underground lab or all of the NIKKE expenses, right? And I'm just like, yes, spends these boobies. I would say, though, the main story, like up to chapter 30 so far, has been immensely well written. Because each one kind of builds on top of each other, and it does world building really well, and you basically understand like your place in the world and how, you know, I think it does a really good job. I'm not kidding. I think it's a very well put together main story quest for the most part. I enjoy the serious moments. It has some silly moments as well, but it's got a lot of serious moments, and it has a lot of character development in terms of you, the counters, the big three, the lieutenant commander, the pilgrims, the heretics. It's got a lot of good stuff in there. Anyway, where was I doing? Also, yeah, sorry, I had to like, I think all this yapping's just like getting my throat really bothered, and I had like a huge thing I had to get out. So for some reason, it feels like something is going to happen during the Spring Festa. Actually, scratch that. Something always happens whenever I'm supposed to be on holiday. Too true. Even when he's on holiday, I play NIKKE for the plot. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front even, Shizuka. I was of the same boat, right? It's this weird paradox, or this weird like roller coaster. It's like you start for the boobs, then you get into the plot, then you're back to the boobs, then you're into the plot. It kind of wavers, right? So it's like it kind of always goes up and down like that. And it's just like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you know, it's like you start like boobies, and I was like, wait a minute, what's happening in this? No, what are you doing? Oh my god, the Ark's about to be destroyed. Boobies. Did you start for boobs? Yes, absolutely. I was like, I saw a screenshot of like the initial, like when the game first came out like a year or so ago in the United States markets and stuff. I was like, the first animation where it's like, it just looked over the top ridiculous. I was like, god damn, why is her ass shaking like that? That's so stupid. I gotta play it. God, 720. You clipping me? You trying to incriminate me? Jesus, I thought we were friends. I thought we were getting to know each other. How could you do this to me? No, it's just like, yeah, no, I was one of those like, that is completely stupid. And I kind of want to play it just to see how stupid it is. It's okay. I'm joking, but yeah. So like, I will remember that. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, hey, this is kind of stupid, but I was also kind of looking for something to kill time. And then I would remember, like, I think for me when it really like switched over was like, I think that first real year with Overzone was when I was like, oh, wait a minute. They're actually trying to do more than just sell boobs to me. They're actually trying to, like, tell something here. Because, like, it connected with the pilgrims, which we, at that point, I had just mysteriously knew about. I was like, oh, wait, you're trying to give me some backstory to this. And like, oh, this seems like a really, really serious situation here. Maybe we'll go back and play Overzone, just so maybe you get an idea. Maybe one day, I'll play Overzone or something like that. And you can see, like, the gamut. Like, the ones that are serious are, like, seriously good stories. Or, Old Tales. Old Tales, like, wrecked my shit. Old Tales was devastating. Because, like, you're like, oh my god, now I understand how it all happened. And I remember it breaking me a little bit. Like, oh god. And I'm not kidding. I was really compelled. I was actually literally compelled by what it was telling me. I like all the memes that coming through. Thanks for being with me, by the way, Shizuka. And thanks to anyone else who's here. Wolf and JT and anyone else. And I appreciate it. I really do. Hope you guys are having a good time. This is just to be a chill vibe. This is going to be a nice, good wind down time. I hope you guys are enjoying the vibe. Yeah, so poor Commander Merc. Scratch that. Something always happens whenever I'm supposed to be on holiday. I'm not in at the moment, so please come back later. I crumple up the note and get up from my seat. I suppose I should get going. Flora said she's at the cherry blossom path. Sakura no Michi. Boss! Hi, Sandy. Nice to see ya. I got a favor to ask you. Now may not be the best time. Oh, really? I gotta head towards the cherry blossom path. What? Did I just hear you right? I'm so touched, boss! Huh? Nani? I didn't even tell you I didn't even tell you what it was I wanted, and you guessed straight away. All that time working with you was sure worth it. We got into the level where words aren't even needed to understand each other. Cindy's adorable. She's a bit of a ditz, but she's really good at constructing, and she's a nerd. She's a big nerd when it comes to engineering, but she's also just kind of a ditzy sweetie. In that case, I'll leave everything to you. I'll see you later. Wait, what is it? What's this favor you keep talking about? I was gonna ask you to keep watch over Litter. Litter? Yeah, she's supposed to be on vacation now, but she's going around making things for people instead. Oh god, workaholic leader. I've never known her to take a moment's rest in her life. No matter what the circumstances are, she's always on the clock. A 6-foot-tall goofball. That's a good way to put it. Also, hi Unknown. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. How's things going, my friend? It's good to see you again. We're just enjoying the silliness that is NIKKE. This is definitely on the silly end of NIKKE events right now. She's always on the clock. So it's not exactly surprising that she's working during her vacation time. In many ways, I do find it remarkable. But even so, a vacation is a vacation for a reason. Yeah, I plus 100 that. Like, listen, it's okay to work hard, but we need vacation time. People who can't vacation, I wish I understood. I wish I could understand that mentality better. Oh no, you've been sick for a week? Oh man, that's rough. If it's been for a week, that's pretty serious shit. Is it like a cold or a flu? Or is it something worse? I hope it's nothing worse. I have been bedridden by like a cold or something for like a week or so in the past. Normally when it like hits me, it just hits me hard, and then I would just like grab some like cough syrup and just put myself in a medically induced coma for like a day. And usually I'm okay, but like sometimes I've been just like, yeah, I can't do shit. I hope you'll feel better soon, Unknown. Is it getting better at least, or is it still pretty bad? Flu last week, it was worse. It hurts to swallow. Oh yeah, sore throats and stuff. I'm feeling better. I'm glad to hear that. Well, thank you for joining us, even though you're sick. I really appreciate you coming by today. Hopefully you can just enjoy the vibes. This is a very vibe heavy stream, so we're just gonna here to have a good time and chill together. So hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully you'll feel better a little bit. But I am wishing in Nihongo de o daiji ni douzo, Unknown-san. Nothing like being sick for, oh god, that would be the worst. If I had like put in 2 weeks PTO and I immediately fell ill, I would have been devastated. I guess in theory, like, you know, I'm in a very blessed position at work where like I get 6 days of paid sick leave and I can just take it. So I guess technically for me, I'd only lose like maybe 1 week of paid vacation, but it still would suck. It would absolutely wreck me. I had that 3 weeks ago. Oh no, I'm sorry, Shizuka. Oh god, I want to give all the support to you, Shizuka, but I know I'm only joking, but like, that's rough. That sucked. That just sucks. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'll be Odaiji ni dozo, futari tomo. Please, both of you, feel better. I'm wishing I'll give you guys some prayers when I go to Spring Equinox. Maybe I'll be in the temple and be able to go like, please let my community members feel better. Please let them stop suffering. Could you quit it? Could you like not, and I'll talk to God, and then God will be like, you didn't say the magic word, and then he'll smite me, and then I guess that's the end of the streams, something like that. One day I'll fully understand Japanese. Okay, so Nihongo lesson for the day. In the words of Priestess from Commissary, you get used to it. That poor girl, she's been through a lot. I always imagine like her priestess, as pure and innocent and sweet as she is, she's just gonna be there with the shaman and the dwarf just drinking down a mug of ale. She's gonna develop a drinking problem worse than the dwarf one of these days. Nihongo no lesson. Today's word, or today's vocabulary, odaiji ni. So odaiji ni is the word you would hear if you go to a hospital or a doctor. Basically, it means to get well or to mind your health. So basically, at the end of like, when you go to a pharmacy to get your pills, or when you go to a doctor, they will usually say, odaiji ni dozo. Basically means please mind your health, please take care of yourself, It's a general phrase that people mean to say like, please be, I hope you feel better, please take care of yourself, right? Odaiji ni dozo. I'd say mind your health suits it better. Yeah, exactly. But it's meant to be a way to like confer like, please take care of yourself. It's a polite way to like, say that. But yeah, mind your health is probably a more literal or more direct translation. Like you said, Shizuka. It's meant to convey just basically from the doctor or the pharmacist, like, please take care of yourself. It's from the intent of the line. Yep. Absolutely. So that's your lesson of Japanese for the day. Exclamation Nihongo, if you ever want to know more. That's another like little streamer bot command I've added. All right. Sorry, Cindy. We were talking about vacation, right? Yeah, like vacation's important. We all need time to reset. We all need time to pursue shit, or we all need time to just do whatever the fuck we want. Yeah. Nihongon't. Nihongon't. That's a good one. I like that. I wonder if the other streams they do that all the time. Anyway, when it's time to rest, you ought to do just that. So I wanted you to teach Litter how to get kicked back. You want me to teach her how to relax? That's right. That's my streamer. Thank you, JT. She should be taking a walk among the cherry blossoms. She said she wanted to see them before the festival crowds arrived. Okay, I was about to go there anyway. I'll meet up with her. Thank you. Oh, and there's something else I have to tell you. What's that? I'm gonna be taking my first solo assignment. I'll be constructing all the facilities for the Spring Festa. I'm gonna do my best to uphold Mighty Tool's reputation. So be sure to come to the festival to see my handiwork. I'll be rooting for you. I will. You got this, Senti. All right, I better get going. Just as Senti is about to leave, she abruptly snatches the crumpled note from my hand. Trash goes into the trash bin. Maintaining a clean work environment is something I learned from Leader. She proceeds to toss the note in the trash for me. Like from downtown? Like from Cody? That girl has never heard of burn up. Nope, Leader is just a... Yeah, she's in burnout, basically. Also, I just imagine Cinti just like, because she's 6 foot tall, Kobe tossing her across this toe. Soon after, Cherry Blossom Path, Sakura no Michi. Fortunately, there aren't that many people around. Instead, upon my arrival, I'm greeted by 2 figures. I feel like I'm suffocating. With what? By what? Trina, twisting and fidgeting in discomfort. Don't be absurd! And Leader, who's standing in front of Trina and scolding her. Oh boy. No disaster. No disaster. No. I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Let's show them the power of flowers.
That face is my weakness. The one with the anime eyes? Yeah, that one's pretty good. That was a good face. Top 10 face.
Part of strategy too, you know.
The dawdling white eyes. That's a good way. Top 10 faces. Flower power. 4 is doing great.
Victory is blooming before our very eyes.
She's so elegant. Very elegant. As a headmaster would say for Spy Family. That day... Oh, here we go. Another dream. That day, the petals I let fly from the hill led me to the research lab. Working at the laboratory, the days passed quickly. Without saying who was first, we would both climb the hill together. And we looked up at the sky. By the time the sun had set, Reen would ask, "How was your day today?" The days passed one after another, and before you knew it, 5 years had passed. One day, we sat on the hill as always, watching the sun go down. "How was your day today?" "Nothing special. Another ordinary day. How about you, Reen?" "Me? Same as usual. Conducting some research in the lab, taking care of the little ones. In other words, a very special day. By the way, speaking of the lab, have you ever considered officially joining Botanical Garden? You could take your plant research to the next level. I could take you on as my pupil." That's okay. Thanks." "What do you mean?" I just don't know what the point would be. It's not like researching plants will help with reclaiming the surface. Not that I'm saying what you're doing is a bad thing. I know what you mean. No point, huh? To mark the arrival of spring, I was thinking of holding a festival called the Festival of Harmony. I want to exhibit flowers in remembrance of those who couldn't make it to the Ark during the first invasion. If it's not too much an imposition, would you be willing to help me with the preparations? I never thought I'd be asked to help with another festival. Chirp. I've helped with the Spring Festa before. In fact, this will be the 3rd time I've lent a hand for the festival. Chirp, chirp. Are you cheering me on? Thanks. But you don't have to do that. Flora put me in charge of managing the cherry blossom path. There isn't much to it, considering the trees don't require much intervention. They'll never wither. Are they like genetically... I wonder, they said that before. Are they like genetically altered? With a bitter smile, Trina's gaze drew... sorry. Sorry. If I can hold it, I can't. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. With a bitter smile, Trina's gaze drifts towards the towering cherry blossom tree in the distance. The tree stands atop a hill, its lush blossoms painting the sky pink. So suffocating. Faced with such breathtaking beauty, Trina collapses to the ground. Can't breathe. Is this... I feel like this is anxiety. I think she's having an anxiety attack. Her breathing grows ragged, and she keeps repeating the same sentence over and over. I think our girl's having an anxiety attack. Can't breathe. At some point, can't breathe. in a desperate attempt to break free from the illusion she created for herself. Can't breathe. In order to get closer to nature. Can't breathe. Trina begins to tear off her clothes. Can't breathe. At the same time, what in the world are you doing? Oh, see. Wake me up. Can't wake up. Save me.
I will protect
Try
both
to-
Blossom and the flowers.
Can't wake up.
Finding a cover is part of strategy too, you know.
So I'm starting to see like the
Got a bullet.
starting to see maybe the connections now between those flashbacks and this. What if like Green actually is the? I wonder if Green's the reason why we have
Nothing
these
can stand in
never-ending
my way.
blossoms. Oh, we're out of tablets. We're gonna have to go get some more. Let's go get some more after this. The moment I joined the new squad, I was thrown headlong into intensive training. By the time it was over, my body felt like it was falling apart at the seams. Nevertheless, I continued to climb up the hill. As I gazed down on the city, I heard Josh's voice. What are you doing over there? Here. It's almost dinner time. Oh, right. Okay, so... Wow. Interesting. I have a thought. I'm gonna keep it in my brain for the time being. Anyway. We've got to make sure we're on time, all right? Before I knew it, there was only 1 week left until deployment. That day as well, I was up on the hill, looking down at the city. I knew I'd find you here. You came here in an awful hurry. That's pretty rich coming from someone who's always running late. We're having one final get-together before heading up to the surface. Don't you remember? Everyone kept asking me to come get you. How many times are you going to make me beg you to be on time? Come on. Pretend to humor this pitiful commander's request, won't you? At least let me keep my dignity in front of the other squad members. So, do you still have concerns about going up to the surface? I was never worried. Nice try. I've seen you praying up here every day. Don't worry too much. Nothing will happen. We'll all come back safely. And when we do, we'll celebrate your first deployment on the surface. Right. I'm sure we will. All right. I suppose we can skip training for one day tomorrow. What are you talking about? Have you heard about the Festival of Harmony by any chance? It starts tomorrow. If you're up for it, how about we all go? The entire squad. Was that really 15 years ago? Aw, puppy. That's the sound of a flag being raised. I think so. Nothing will happen to me. We're all gonna go home. And then you won't turn into a little girl with a giant loyal dog who will wear a super awesome tie. Joss Humty, a familiar name, echoed throughout the Ark's history. We've heard his name a billion times. I'm sure that name means something like to either the developers or like maybe there's a famous like NIKKE community member or something like that. But it's like the fact that like this is the first time we've heard of you, man, be like you didn't make it. Oh, right. Sorry for stopping in the middle of our work. Let's continue. Why are you working, leader? You're supposed to be on vacation. Ugh, I'm tired. All I did was make a few things on the way here, and I'm already pooped. Not as young as I once was. I ought to let Senti take over soon. She looks like Shigeru Ui. Is that a VTuber, Shizuka? I'm not familiar with the entire VTuber community, but I could buy someone taking this look a little bit. I hope she's doing all right without me. Girl, you're not working when you're not supposed to be working. Cool. Thank you for letting me know. I learned. You're right. I'll stop worrying. What if Josh became the dog? What if the spirit of Josh lives on in Bolt there? I should focus on where we should be holding the party for her. It's important to celebrate your big debut. As leader mutters caustically to herself, she catches sight of a massive cherry tree in the distance. Have you ever heard of Lolly Kami Requiem? That's her. I don't believe I have, but that's interesting. Like, I'm just trying to piece that together, that title in my head. I'm like, I wonder what that's about. Anyway. Is that the everlasting Sakura? The tree stands atop a hill, its lush blossoms painting the sky pink. Josh the dog and Leader the NIKKE, it's adventure time. That's not how the lyrics go. Josh the dog and Leader the human, the fun never ends, adventure time. That's how I remember it anyway. Standing before such rapturous beauty, Leader is rendered speechless. Now it's canon. It's magnificent. I love it. If I had ever made an effect on a video game, I'd be like, oh, I'll die. I mean, other than the game I want to make. Like, if I actually influenced another video game, that'd be crazy. At that moment, she spots a strange figure. Hold on. Is that the Booba's always bounces? You know what? That's the NIKKE version of this, but JT raises a solid point. Hold on. Is that? Underneath the cherry tree, something that shouldn't be there is dangling from the branches. What in the world are you doing? Is that when she found Trina? Alright, let's go get some more tickets. Booba dangling. Boobas. Give me my tickets, please. I'm gonna need all of them. Thank you. What are these called? You've purchased this product. Going back. Very cute so far. I can't wait for the background. We got Flora. Oh, that's Biscuit. Biscuit. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I think this is a good time for a small stretch break. I need to go fill this up and put it in the fridge. I need to go stretch for a minute. But I'll leave you guys here, and I'll be right back. Let's see. I need to pick somebody. Yep, hydrate. JT, the helm is yours until I get back. I'll be right back, everybody. Be back in a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. Did a little bit of stretching. This is probably good because I think one of those DLCs about getting older. I think I felt something in my right knee that I'm not exactly happy about, but I'll be okay. I'll make it through. Thank you. Appreciate it. Tadaima. Although I'm already at home, so that's not really appropriate, but I am back. Thank you. Music's gentle. This is cozy time. I appreciate it. Ohayo. Okeari? Kinda? Yeah, kind of. Kind of for sure. Anyways, let's continue. Please tell me she has clothes on. Well, the music is not giving me good performance. How the fuck did you botch Okairi? Okairi nasai? How do I botch it? I don't know. I don't have the right tongue for it. I don't know. Okairi nasai. I don't know. Listen, Shizuka, I never said I was like the best at Nihongo. Nihongo Jozu janai de. I know a bit. My teacher actually was like, "Oh, you're doing pretty well. You say okaeri, not okaeri." Yes, ma'am. You're right. My bad. I'm glad. You know what? You're right. Okaeri. Yep. Because that's how. You know what? She's right. That's how it's spelled. That's how it's pronounced. Yes, ma'am. You're right. She is correct. I apologize, and I will reflect on my mistakes, and I will continue to renshu. Anyway. Moving on. Liter fills me in on what happened back at the Cherry Blossom Patch. Shizuka's my new teacher. Teachership with Merc ended. Shizuka's my new teacher. Renshu D's. I was taking a walk with Volt. And there was something in the distance dangling from the branches of the tree. I wondered what it was, and it turns out it was Trina tending to the tree in a state of undress. God, two-faced. These are two sides of the same coin sometimes. Which one are you? Are you Litter? Are you in leader? Are you a leader or a Trina? You were right. You were? Dangling booba. Yeah, they certainly are dangling. Cause I don't think they make support that can support that kind of weight. Naturally, I couldn't leave her like that, so I raised my voice at her. I knew this would happen. Son, please. I can't go on like this. Maybe you should lay off her for a moment, leader. Back-breaking experience. Yeah, like, luckily she's part android. Otherwise, her back would have been snapped in half years ago. Maybe you should lay off her for a moment, leader. Trina really seems to be in physical pain. Yeah, I'll bet. Well, since you're here, Greenhorn, things should be better. Thank you. Just use a bit of discretion next time you get undressed. All right. What are you doing? Leader quickly covers. Oh, is she doing it again? Leader quickly covers my eyes. But didn't you say it was okay since Sun was here? Oh, I'm Sun. All right. Got it. That's not what I meant. If anything, his being here makes it worse. What do you mean? I should be immune to it by now, shouldn't I? Oh, really? Stop being ridiculous. I can't stand here and allow you to waltz around naked. I'm gonna dedicate my time off to make sure you become a respectable person. Damn, me? But I'm a NIKKE. That's not what I meant. Ida resumes her lecture. I'm stunned. Senti did ask me to help out, so I suppose I can't leave things continue on as they are. Once the commotion settles down, the three of us start to walk along the cherry blossom path. I never noticed the cherry blossoms when I was building this path. Now that they're in full bloom, they really are breathtaking. It is really pretty. I do like a nice sakura tree. It is a nice visual, especially when you're out in nature. Maybe a gentle breeze in the wind. It's late. It's been pretty lousy weather lately. Today was gorgeous, sun shining and mildly warm. So it's like we're getting there. I'm glad Leader covers our eyes like a kid instead of a comedic anime style jabbing your eye. Yeah, no. Leader's not like mean. She's definitely like an old woman trapped in like a tiny body. I have some Japanese friends who are like this. They're like moms my age, but they're small. But you know, you don't mess with the small. You don't mess with the short queens. They'll get you. Anyway, everyone's gonna love them once the festival begins. Wait, did you just say you built this path? Yeah. Trina and I both constructed it. It feels like yesterday Trina came to me asking if I could help build this path. Oh, you guys know each other. Which would be the stage for the Festival of Harmony. But really, reality, it's been years. Time sure does have a way of slipping from you, especially when you never take a day off, leader. Oh god, sorry, I'm getting so choked up, I'm so mad at her. That's right. I certainly wouldn't mind if it slowed down a little. That's why I'm always going on about this and that. We're no spring chickens anymore. We may be NIKKEs, but even we'll expire someday. So we have to make the most of the time we have left. A good meal or a good ass whooping, yeah. Exactly. Also, I find this hilarious coming from Leader, considering she doesn't stop working. And that includes not stripping to the buff anywhere we please. Where did all this come from anyway? You weren't like this before. I'm not sure. Anyway, it is kind of funny for one veteran to be lecturing another. But since I've started, I might as well add one more thing. I want you to be remembered the right way, Trina. As a kind NIKKE, you care passionately for others and help create a place where people could come and feel happy seeing these flowers. You gotta live to the fullest life. You gotta live life to the fullest. Leave behind proof that we existed. That way, when our time's up, the world and the people around us will remember us honorably. Shouldn't you complete your story for those who we leave behind? For the ones we leave behind. Do you think there's any meaning to that? Of course there is! If you die without leaving a mark of any kind, how could you ever prove what kind of person you were? Instead, you'll become the subject of all kinds of rumors until you're eventually forgotten. That's why we have to work hard to live life to the fullest and leave behind the proof we lived it. As Leader finishes her speech, the massive cherry tree on the hill comes into view. It's been a while since I saw this. Did you see it last festival? Yes, and I thought the same thing back then. It's beautiful. The towering cherry tree seems to fill the entire sky with its overwhelming presence. As I gaze upon the cherry blossoms in full bloom, memories of the previous festival surface. Last festival was me with Underworld Queen and Prima Donna, I think. Yeah, I remember now. Last festival, Sakura of the Semekai, she needed us to pretend to be her husbando to act so that she could walk around the Cherry Blossom Festival and look out for any thuggery, because there was rumors of a gang that was looking to like scam, exploit people come to the festival. And when that happens, Underworld Queen comes in and usually takes care of business. But Sakura needed like a cover, so she's like, "You're married to me now." I'm like, "Okay." That's all I remember. Many people will come to see it again this year. We'll need plenty of facilities that accommodate the large crowd. Thuggery, thugs that gives hugs. That's a good one. I like that one. I'm gonna keep that one. She's good. Thank you. I wonder if Cindy will be able to handle it on her own. I hope she doesn't make something strange again. Senti will be fine. You've done a wonderful job teaching her. I want her to be more than fine. Quietly gazing at the cherry tree, Leader takes out a pocket watch. It was more than a cover, looking back to last year. Oh, yeah. Like, you ain't wrong there, Unknown. Damn, that one, there was some real feelings there. Before my time's up, I want Senti to surpass me. Only then will I be able to pass this watch on to her. God, you really are an old lady. You are like the classic trope of like the old man who wants to I entrust the shop and my daughter's hand in marriage to you, the successor to my legacy, or something like that. She is that trope, like personified, with a dog. Sorry, wrong pipe. Wrong pipe. Ah, shit. I hate when that happens. I hate when the older I get, the more I fail at drinking water. There we go. Slow and steady. All right. What's the significance of the watch? Let's just say it's proof I've lived. Ever since I started working at Mighty Tools, I've always kept this watch on me. If you're talking about passing down that watch, do you mean... Yes. I'll be stepping down from this job. Retiring. That's interesting. Anyway, Trina's been suspiciously quiet. You're not taking your clothes off, are you? Are you okay? I feel like I'm suffocating. Uh-oh, here we go again. What's wrong? I'm fine. Just go back. The everlasting Sakura doesn't need any care. It's just an illusion. It's fine to head back. Okay, we don't want you overexerting yourself. Greenhorn, I'll carry Trina. Can you take care of Volt? Sure. Here, boy. Suffocating under the weight. Yeah, one way or another. I realize you're feeling uncomfortable, Trina, but lean on me. Thank you. It's times like this where I wish I was taller. All right, let's go. You're like, can you imagine where the chest is resting, I guess? All right, let's go. With Trina leaning on her, Leader leaves the cherry blossom path. Even though she said she was fine, Trina's expression when she glanced at the cherry tree bothers me. Almost as if there's a sense of being sick and tired or something. Like I said, I think it's a trauma. It definitely feels like it's a trauma trigger. An anxiety. It triggers like some anxiety trauma. Are you feeling any better? Yes. Thank you for taking care of me. Glad to hear you're better. I just noticed the little sunflowers on the frill of her dress. That one with the teeth is really getting me right now. What's in your mind, Greenhorn? You seem to be off in another world the entire way here. You and Trina made the cherry blossom path together, right? That's true. Like, God, every one of these girls has some sort of trauma or thing packed in them. Think she's having a connection to the Sakura it's possessed by bullcrap. Oh no, I hate when that happens. Right. Then what about the cherry tree? The cherry tree? I don't understand what you mean. I heard before that this cherry tree from the surface, the everlasting Sakura, had its lifespan artificially extended. That's why it's been able to survive on the Ark all these years. Could the person who carried out those measures be... As I relay the story I heard from Sakura, Trina's body starts to tremble. Oh, is it guilt? As I expected, the person who made the everlasting Sakura is none other than... That's right. The everlasting Sakura is one of my failed creations. Failed creations? Bullcrap intensifies. You are not having it with Trina.
Let's show them the power of flowers.
Flower power. Get that sniper.
I need to reload. Nothing can stand in my way.
This feels like such an old rock 2000 song. Maybe it's the singer as well.
Let me show you what I can do.
All right, back to backs.
Lay off the tongue, Bolt. Got a bullet.
Those are some pretty cool pistols.
Nothing can stand in my way.
All right, let's hear the backstory. back to back shots. That's a good one too. Thanks, Shizuka. I'll see myself out. No, stop her! Close the door. Ben, bar all the exits. No, don't go. Preparing for a festival was much harder than I thought it'd be. By the time I came to my senses, it was already the last day of the festival. After finally finishing the last order of business, I dragged my exhausted body up the hill. When I got to the top, There you are. Reen was waiting for me as usual. How was your day today? I've been so busy preparing for the festival, but I think most everything's done now. Heh, I see. Would you like to sit here for a moment? As I sat down, Reen pointed to the town below us. You asked me before what the point of plant research was. Have you still not come up with an answer? The streets below were filled with smiling attendees of the Festival of Harmony, taking in the flowers and the trees. Trina, plant research may not directly help in reclaiming the surface, that much is true. Still, if it affords us the chances to witness this sight currently before us, for me, that alone is reason enough. By the way, did you know? The people who came to the festival are exchanging items they brought from the surface. In the spirit of that, I brought something for you. I didn't have anything I brought from the surface, so I thought I'd simply give you what's most precious to me. Ta-da! Reen handed me a small key. It's a garden key. Garden key? Yep! I want to see more scenes like this in the future. So I made a garden. My wish is that when people are looking down at the flowers and trees, they'll forget their worries for a moment. I'm pouring that wish and my hope into that garden. Right now, it's just filled with saplings, so it doesn't look like much. But once they all grow, you'll be amazed. Is that what became the arboretum? Arboretum? You should come and visit it when you got the time. Thank you. I didn't prepare anything for you. It's fine. You've already given me plenty. I have? Yeah. I'm looking down at it right now. As Reen spoke, she gazed down at the town and smiled radiantly. Looking at her beaming, I found myself wishing for something. I wished that I could see this kind of scenery and look upon more bright smiles similar to hers. Anytime. Anywhere. Hey, Reen? Yeah? I want to join Botanical Garden. So you finally come around to the idea? Then you need to make a promise to me, alright? What is it? Never stop treasuring the plants. If you do that, you'll do right by the ones you're seeing today and honor them. Pretty simple, right? A long time ago, there was someone who led me to Botanical Garden. At the time, Reen practically dragged me to the Festival of Harmony, kicking and screaming. It goes by a different name now, Spring Festa. That day, I saw entire crowds of people forget all their worries while looking at the flora. After seeing Reen smile for the first time since she's arrived in the Ark, I made up my mind. I decided to follow Reen's suggestion and resolved to research plants at Botanical Garden. And that's why you made the everlasting sakura. I wanted people to be able to see flowers and trees everywhere, anytime. That way, whenever they wanted to forget their worries, they could have easily access to nature. Nature's good at healing things like that. Can't attest. And I'd say you succeeded. Thanks to your research, trees are a common sight in the Ark. After years of research, the day finally came when the everlasting sakura bloomed. The first person I went to see was Reen. That's when I realized for the first time. Unlike me, who had become a NIKKE, for Reen, who had chosen to live her life as a human, time passed much more quickly. In the end, Reen never got to see the everlasting sakura. My wish was nothing but a delusion. Looking back on it now, it's so obvious. All I wanted was to look upon her bright, pure smile, but I attempted to bring it about with illusions. I see. It's a bit of a contradiction, isn't it? I'm sorry. I know I'm a downer. Oh, I need to stop by the garden before it gets too late. I was told to notify them once we finished renovating the cherry blossom path. Soon after, we came to the garden to see Flora. However, something didn't quite feel right. Am I the only one who finds this strange? No, I feel it too. Aren't there still a few more days till the festival? Yeah, as far as I know. Then why are there so many people here? The festival hasn't even begun, yet the garden is crammed full of NIKKEs. Is that a bad thing? I get that the Botanical Garden team are pretty
I'm gonna try a few things out,
protective
that's all.
of the gardens, but I'm like, it's not like they're always
Let's use
closed
it
off
for the
forever.
potted plants.
Finding a cover is part of strategy too, you know.
Perhaps I should have brought some poisonous herbs.
Got a bullet.
Poison bullets? That's pretty dastardly. But also probably ineffective against raptors, I would guess. I don't think the raptors care if they've been poisoned.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
How many times must I tell you? We can't be late. Don't blame me if you get up getting chewed out by the superiors. Anyway, how you finding the Festival of Harmony? It's nice. I didn't realize how long it'd been since I'd let go and relaxed. Well, we all need days off. If you only ever hurl yourself forward and fixate on the distant future, you'll get exhausted pretty quickly. You also never know when our time's up. So it'd be a real shame to miss out on moments like this, don't you think? We silently looked down at the festival, which was in full swing. From up on the hill, the view of the Ark, and the sight of the people blending in with the flowers and trees, was truly beautiful. You know what I like so much about the festival? Whenever I'm looking at the greenery, all my worries melt away. When we get up to the surface, we'll get to see even more beautiful plant life than today. I can't wait. I'm excited too. Still, I don't think I'll ever forget what I'm seeing here today. Here, take this. Why are you giving me this? Didn't you know? On the last day of the Festival of Harmony, people exchange things that are precious to them. I already gave gifts to the others. It'd hardly be fair to exclude you. That's a pocket watch I used to use. It may look a little worse for wear, but it tells the time perfectly. You can use that to check the time, so now you won't have any excuse for being late. Didn't we agree to have a nice meal once we got back from the surface? You're the guest of honor, and we're celebrating a successful first deployment on the surface, so we can't have you being late to the party. This time, let's try to be punctual. I'll try. I should give you something too. It's fine. If you find something good the next time you're on the surface, you can give it to me. Two old ladies reminiscing. Leader has been lost in thought ever since we entered the garden. The sight of the NIKKEs quietly enjoying the flowers seems to have her reminiscing about old times. He was right. Sometimes moments like this are necessary. Everyone seems so at peace. Anyway, we should try and find Flora. Yes, but how are we going to find Flora amongst all the NIKKEs? Hi, Biscuit! Trainer! Biscuit. Looking good. Very adorable. Also, why does... One dog's got a beanie, and the other dog appears to be wearing a tennis cap? A tennis visor? Very adorable. I love the big chewy rope on her side. She's got the poo bags. Bunch of stuffed animals. I'm guessing that's her dog whistle. Very cute. Very adorable Biscuit. Hi, Biscuit. Good to see you. What brings you here? Biscuit. Good timing. Huh? Do you know where Flora is? Flora? I haven't seen her in a while. Not after all these visitors suddenly arrived. I see. I do remember her scent, though. So I can try to track her down for you. That would be wonderful. Thank you. But don't you need to take care of the animals at the shelter? I know you've been helping Flora for the past few days. Guillotine's taking care of our furry friends, so it's fine. Guillotine? Guillotine de Mephisto Guillotine? She also brought someone named Maiden. Okay, so Intrinsic are helping out at the kennel. That's nice of them. Anywho, just give me just a minute. I'll go find Flora for you. Damn. I guess that's answered my question. Maiden and Guillotine running the kennel. That's funny. The shelter, I should say. Biscuit runs off to the other side of the garden. That guillotine de Mephisto. Even for Biscuit, finding Flora among so many NIKKEs will surely take some time. While we wait, why don't I introduce you to the little ones? Oh, you're gonna get to meet the trees? Soon after. What flower is this? This one is called lilac. Whenever spring comes, it breaks into a big grin like this. Isn't it pretty? Leader and Trina are absorbed in the flowers. The more I look around the garden, the more I can feel how each plant is being conscientiously cared for. That's right. The plants here are carefully tended to maintain their natural form. The temperature, the humidity, the soil, and sunlight. Everything is carefully monitored and adjusted according to their specific needs. The fact that they're tended to with such loving care is why the plants are here able to bring out smiles in people. Because they've been allowed to remain in their natural state. Say, where do I need to go to see the arboretum you manage? Well, the arboretum will remain closed to the public. Isn't that right, Trina? Yes, that's right. It's not going to be opened? Why is that? So that Reen can rest. That's all I can say. Reen can rest. Oh, I heard the news. You finished renovating the cherry blossom path? Yes. So, is there anything I can help with in the garden? Sorry? What did you say, Lilac? Oh, I forgot all about that. It's terribly important. Trina, I have one more favor to ask of you. What's that? Before I ask, I should explain to you why the garden's so crowded right now. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. What do you mean? I thought of something while preparing for the festival. I wanted NIKKEs who work hard every day to be able to come to the festival and rest. So I made special invitations for them. But I accidentally wrote the wrong date on them. And that's why the garden's so crowded. Exactly. It's hard to imagine someone like you making such a simple mistake. No one's perfect. Should I tell everyone that the dates were incorrect? I think it's too late for that. True. You can't send everyone back after they came all this way. Precisely. So just for today, I was thinking of holding a festival for the NIKKEs. Oh, a festival just for NIKKEs. That's not a bad idea. Which brings me to my request. Flora hands over a stack of pamphlets. In order for the guests to fully enjoy the festival, could you help distribute these Spring Festa pamphlets? More pamphlet delivery. We on it, Flora. Don't worry. We got you, girl. We got you.
Bolt, follow me. Finding a cover is part of strategy too, you know. I'm still reloading. Give me a second. I need to reload.
I remember hearing this
Nothing
song
can
for the first
stand
time,
in
like,
my
God,
way.
why does this game's music go so hard? This is the first song you hear when you play the game, basically. It's really good. You gotta let it play for a minute. I want to get to the bridge. And you hear that, it's like, well, okay, they put some effort into this game. I thought it was gonna be some schlock, but like, nope.
This year's Spring Festival will feature a unique promotional event. Attendees will take these pamphlets and get a stamp when they head to the specific location.
Stamp rally? Know it. Love it.
The garden, the spring fair, and the cherry tree brought from the surface. To help make this process easier, I I'd like you to taste these pamphlets at key locations along the route. The garden has already been covered, so if you could take care of the other 2 spots, that'd be great. 10 seconds later, gunshots intensify. Rapture's in the ark again! God damn it. Following Flora's request, we head towards the entrance of the Cherry Blossom Path where the spring fair was taking place. The area is already crowded with NIKKEs who received invitations. Hi, Jan. Rookie? Good timing. Everyone here saying they got invitations saying to come today. Do you know what went wrong? Well, you see, Jan, look over there! So she wrote the wrong dates on the invitations. What a pain. Is this going to cause any issues with the spring fair? Sandy set up the booths pretty quickly. Involved version of a note on an arrow? Maybe. I guess. Like, boom. Or maybe it's like each bullet has the message written in tiny little arrows, and the NIKKEs with their enhanced vision are the only ones who can see it. That way it's like a secret message, a secret invitation, you know? So we should be able to get it up and run no problem. Last time she turned a basic general store into a high-scale luxury boutique, so I was a bit concerned. This time she did a perfect job. She kept the market's atmosphere appropriately modest, and the booze blended in perfectly with the Cherry Blossom Path, just like I wanted. I like Yon's outfit, but like the sneakers, I feel like a little off from like the Chinese style dress she's wearing. The Cheng Song, it's not Cheng Song, but like definitely like feels like it's Chinese inspired or something. You've taught her well, Litter. Aw, she blushing. Leader is not used to getting praise about her pupil. You're certainly right about that, Jan. Oh, by the way, I have something to give you. Trina begins to explain the pamphlet and stamp system to Jan. Didn't I tell you, Leader? Senti would be fine. You're right, Greenhorn. Senti really blossomed. That's right. And she'll continue to flourish. One day, she's sure to become as outstanding as you. Whenever people see her, they'll recall that you were her teacher. And they'll remember what kind of NIKKE you were. You'll be remembered as you should be. So, before your time runs out, think about what you want to do for yourself. For myself? Is there anything more tragic than, in search of a complete death, leaving your life incomplete? As she takes in my exhortations, Leader silently watches the bustling spring fair booths for a long time. Okay, I'm a little worried, but like, is this the game's subtle way of like saying like we're gonna retire Leader? Like she's actually gonna be like a legacy character, like she's retired? That's gonna be interesting if that's the case. I don't know if that will ever be the case, but makes me think. You're right. If possible, would be best to complete both. That's the girl. That's it. That's a girl. That a girl. I don't know why that took 25 days.
No need to fear. Litter is here.
This is shaking it.
Keep an eye out for places where we can plant
Get rid of
flowers.
that leash. Get rid of that noose bot, the neck bot, collar bot, whatever. Ties you up.
Nothing can stand in my way.
We're back at the Cherry Blossom Path. So, all we need to do is place the pamphlets along the way as we follow the path. Are you going to be okay, Trina? Trina's gaze drifts towards the distant hill. Gradually, her eyes become stained in pink. Just before her vision is completely enveloped in rosy hues, she squeezes her eyes shut. Phew. Do you still feel like you're suffocating? Yes. If this gets too much, we can handle it from here. You don't need to force yourself up the hill. Trina's hands clench tightly, crumpling the pamphlets she's holding. After some time, she finally opens her mouth. I'm sorry. I'll wait here. Oh, she's crying, actually. She's that traumatized. I'm trying to, like, I get, like, from what she told me, I've been trying to formulate, like, is it just guilt? Is it that she feels like not necessarily betrayed by her friend, but betrayed by life? Like, she feels like I did this choice about, like, I'm seeing a pattern. A pattern? You're distracted. You're trying, but you're distracted. Me? I'm confused. Now I am confused. I am distracted. I'm trying to understand, like, is it more regret or guilt? Like, when I think guilt, it's like, oh, my friend, I never got to show my friend or my, yeah, maybe the cow print. I never got to show my cow print pattern. I mean, my friend, this blossom that she, you know, put her heart and boobs, her heart and soul into. And I'm like, maybe that's why she's upset and traumatized. Or maybe it's like she's regretting her own life choices. Maybe in some weird way she wanted her and her boobs to be with her friend in the afterlife as humans. I'm not sure. But like the theme of this event has been like not having trying to live a life with no regrets. And Trina's feels like that's what she's doing all right. Yeah, I am doing it on purpose. I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to put on an entertaining show for you. I'm trying to be entertaining for you, Shizuka, and everybody else. You know, I'm trying, you know, to do my best here. You know, I'm trying to do my best up here, you know, but I'm failing. You know, I'm flailing around, bouncing back and forth, you know, up and down. But, you know, I'm trying. I feel like if leader is the positive side of living a life with no regrets, I feel like Trina in this case is meant to be like the other side of what can happen. I feel like in terms of the story they're telling, that's what's going on here. It's like, you know, leader is like, she's gone her way up, she's going to be able to rest in peace, you know, with a smile on her face, but Trina is so scared about the choices she's made that she feels like she's crippled by them. Yeah, like, I think the guilt of indulgence in her own research and the guilt of, like, her friend not being able to see the fruits of it, even though she got into this business for her. And the fact that, like, apparently in the Arboretum, there is maybe a tree called Reen there that we don't get to see yet. I don't know. We'll see. You two can. Leader gently holds Trina's trembling hands. It's okay. Greenor and I will go to the everlasting Sakura. Thank you. In the meantime, you can sit down here. Sorry? You heard Flora. Today is a festival just for Nikkes. It won't be a problem for us to take a short break under a cherry tree. For goodness sake, how long are you gonna keep standing there? Leader grabs Trina's hand and yanks her down to sit beside her. Greenhorn, you have a seat as well. Okay. Don't ask questions, just do it. Sitting side by side, we proceed to gaze at the cherry tree. Isn't this nice? Whenever you take in nature, you forget about all your worries. Oh. Trina? There's something I've been wondering about. What happened with you and Reen? What was she to you? Trina fishes out a key from her pocket and wordlessly fiddles with it for a long time. Then, as if she finally come to some kind of resolution, she looks towards the distant hill and speaks up. Whenever the sun began to set, I would habitually climb the hill. I think this is 10. Is this 10 or 11? Either way, we're near the end.
Try a few things out, that's all.
We're getting close to a conclusion of some kind to this story.
I need to reload.
Aren't there any seeds around?
Lay off the tongue, Bolt.
No. I mean, the surface is pretty barren. Post-apocalyptic nature of that.
Victory is blooming before our very eyes.
We are at the penultimate. I became a NIKKE not long after I joined Botanical Garden. I did it in order to fulfill my wish. I needed time to create the everlasting Sakura. I threw myself headlong into research, skipping meals and foregoing sleep. Eventually, I became oblivious to the passage of time. The more time I spent inside the lab, the less time I spent climbing up the hill. At some point, I was staying in the lab all the time. After who knows how much time had passed, the everlasting Sakura finally blossomed. When that happened, the first person I went to see was Rin. However, the place where I met her wasn't our usual spot on the hill, but inside a quiet hospital room. It's been a long time, Rin. That's when I realized for the first time. Unlike me, who had become a NIKKE, for Rin, who had chosen to forgo the evergreen injection and live her life as a human, time passed much more quickly. How was your day today? Conducted some research in the lab. Took care of the little ones. Just an ordinary day. I see. For me, it's a special day. Because I get to see you. The flowers are blooming on the hill. I'm sorry that I couldn't go with you to see the cherry blossom tree. I don't have the strength anymore. Aww. I came too late. If only I'd come sooner. Trina, I have a favor to ask of you. What is it? The garden. The promise we made. Going forward. Uh-oh. In accordance with her last wish, Rin's ashes were scattered in the garden, and her belongings were delivered to the lab. From that day on, I protected the garden so Rin could rest in peace. Is that why the Arboretum is closed to visitors? There's a tree in the Arboretum where Rin's ashes are buried. I wasn't able to keep my promise to her. Instead, I chased an illusion and ruined everything. I created the everlasting Sakura and destroyed the true value of the plants I saw that day. I ruined any hope of seeing Rin smile again. No longer was I able to climb up the hill. Despite all of it, however, I still wish for Rin to rest peacefully. It's all I have left. And so I must protect that with everything I have. That's why I can't open up the Arboretum. You regret creating the everlasting Sakura. That's why the hill instills you with fear. Bull crap. Bullshit. Boo. Shizuka's like... Shizuka would just be there on the other side of the bench next to Trina and be like, quit being a bitch! Yes. Because Rin's no longer there. I see. Thank you for telling us. I'm sure it wasn't easy. As a token of gratitude, I'll tell you my story. You will? Yeah. It was a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Back then, whenever the sun began to set, I climbed that hill habitually. Go on. Oh, it's our boss, but first boss time. Hey, how's it going, Mace? Been a while. Good to see ya. And you're done. I said you're done. Wow. I climbed that hill and opened fire. Fire rained down from the heavens on all.
Victory is blooming before our very eyes.
Good job. All right. On the last day of the Festival of Harmony, people exchanged their treasured belongings. However, I never had the chance to repay Josh. The first day I went up on the surface, Josh died. He was killed by a rapture during an operation. He died trying to protect an inexperienced NIKKE. It was her first time up on the surface. She'd wandered around excitedly without thinking. He threw his life away to protect a pathetic rookie. Keep your chin up, kid. My life. For yours. I'm guessing leader's the rookie. That's enough for me. Stop talking! You're making your wounds open up more! Leader, what kind of person am I? I hope I'm remembered as a good person. My first excursion on the surface came to a close. I headed to the rendezvous point, Josh Groban. It's the first time I'd ever been on time, but there was no one else there to witness it. My comrades left behind no wills, no mementos. There was nothing left. That's when I realized dying an incomplete death only makes it harder for those left behind. Ever since that day, I strive to ensure that when I go, I'll leave my mark. I had stopped climbing the hill, but it wasn't all bad. There was a lot to do at the workshop, and my comrades were no longer there. That became my daily existence. That's when you came to visit me, Trina. The request to reconstruct the cherry blossom path. Once we were finished with the path, on the day the Festival of Harmony began, I climbed up the hill for the first time in a long time. As I walked up the hill, admiring the cherry blossoms, old memories came flooding back, one after the other. Banal jokes and pranks between me and my old comrades resurfaced. I had to stop walking from time to time. I was laughing so hard. When I finally reached the top, I stood underneath the everlasting sakura. From there, I could see it clearly. What they had left behind. Leader smiles brightly as she gazes at the distant hill. Over there? That's the resting place for my memories with my comrades. I wasn't the only one who saw it either. When I looked around, I could see all manner of people smiling brightly. Some were leaving behind new memories. Some were reminiscing. Hey, Knight! Good to see ya! How you doing, my man? We're kind of getting in our feelings here, but good to see you, Golden. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And all were forgetting their worries in that moment. I want you to witness that, Trina. Even if you're afraid, I want you to climb this hill and face the everlasting sakura. I want you to see with your own eyes that what lies there is not an illusion. So... Leader reaches her hand out to Trina and stands up. Won't you come with me to see the everlasting sakura together? Grab it like, get over here. Holding Leader's hand, Trina takes a step forward. With every movement closer to the everlasting sakura, showers of pink petals fill the sky, as if responding to their steps. Stay strong, Trina. We're almost there. Okay. If it gets too much, let me know. I'm okay for now. Leader tightens. I think they meant tighten. Leader tightens her grip on Trina's hand, and the two of them silently climb the hill. After a while, Trina once again glimpses the scenery she had left behind on this hill so long ago. That's pretty. That's genuinely pretty. You once said that the everlasting sakura was nothing more than an illusion. Do you still feel that way? Underneath the cherry trees in bloom, throngs of NIKKE smile radiantly, as if they had forgotten all their worries. Trina, the everlasting sakura is no illusion. If it were, how could it bring out such wholesome smiles? Your desire to preserve the value of those plants, your yearning to fulfill the promise you made to Reen, they're still alive and well. But Reen is an here. She can't see the everlasting Sakura. There's no meaning to any of this. You're right. Rin isn't here. But her wish lives on. You said so yourself. Rin wished for people to forget their worries for a brief moment while looking at the flowers and trees. I want to see more of this scenes like this in the future. So I made a garden. My wish is that when people are looking at the flowers and trees, they'll forget their worries for a moment. I'm pouring that wish and my hope into that garden. The everlasting Sakura helped fulfill Rin's wish. It's allowed people to be truly happy, even if for just a moment. Smile. That's more than enough to give it meaning. All those girls down there. It also means that Rin can rest in peace. Trina's gaze returns to the everlasting Sakura, the place where Rin always spoke to her. The everlasting Sakura casts its shade over Trina. You're right. Tears well up in Trina's eyes as she gazes up at the everlasting Sakura. As if to comfort her, a lone petal drifts into her hand. Your family is up there, aren't they? If you let the wind carry this, it'll eventually reach your family. Trina opens her hand with her mind, and the petal flies up high, carried by the wind. After watching the petal for a while, Trina speaks. Thank you for bringing me here. You don't have to thank me. You're the one who brought me here in the first place. You said his name was Josh Hewitt? Huh? He must have been an amazing commander to have inspired someone as remarkable as you. I should thank him as well as your comrades. You're right. We should. Leader closes her eyes. As her memories intermingle with the scent of the flowers, she quietly prays that her fallen comrades may rest in peace. Leader. Insert PNG of entire country staring for the bottom of the hill judgingly at the commander. You said you wanted to visit the Arboretum, right? Whenever you've got time, you're more than welcome to come visit. Sure. That sounds nice. Are we gonna get to see the Arboretum? Beneath the sheltering pink sky, Lita and Trina share stories from times long gone. The next time I see the everlasting Sakura, I'll remember this day. Underneath the flourishing cherry blossoms, I quietly close my eyes, in order to remember today, in all its beauty, for a long time. In order to not forget the memories of the past, and to forge new ones in the future. And there we go. We made it. So let's just use the rest of these tickets real quick. Get more dust because we're addicted to dust.
Nothing can stand in my way.
And we did it. Yay. Alright. Let's get our reward. That's fun. A nice little... You know what? That one was a bit silly, but like, it certainly had some more introspective moments there. Let's put it here. Alright. Let's do shop. Let's get our requisite reward. Excuse me. Do I have enough for... I do. Might as well start getting those because we're going to need 1 billion of those as well. Alright. Alright, well that's the story. Let's see. We still got a little bit of time. Oh, we got a new friend request? From who? From whomst? Stars! Resident Evil. Love that game. We'll do that later. Get our daily stuff. Nice. Are you just telling me what he did? Yeah, I already did this, but thank you. There's a new background? Oh. Because I got... Oh, right. got it. Oh, this is pretty. I like this. Thank you for bringing me here. Okay, yeah. Basically the last part of the thing. All right. So, let's see. Well, we got some time. I don't want to call it just now. I don't want to call it a little too early. I want to see if we can do a little bit more. We can do some advisement. I'm definitely going to pull. Let's pull. Let's see. We got Trina. We got the regular recruits. We can reuse the social. Might as well. Let's see what happens. We didn't get anything from the social poll earlier, but let's see. And nada. Bupkis. That's fine. Bup and kiss. Alright. That's fine. I could do this too. Oh, why not? Live a little. I have some special guests here. I want to at least try to make it entertaining. Alright. No streamer luck. Let's see what happens. Yeah. We're just in a bad spot today. That's fine. It happens. It happens. It happens. We're all good here. Alright. So, let's see what I want to do here. We could do some advisement. We could do some... I don't believe in streamer luck. I don't either now. Not anymore, anyway. I could start chapter 30. Or 31. Sorry, we beat... Wait. I'm at chapter 31. Why did I think I was only at chapter 30? Maybe I meant I beat chapter 30. Yeah, I think we can do this. I lost the useless gotcha on stream. Oh no. Oh man, that's gotta be rough. Alright, Modernia. I think we're all good in terms of equipment. I think we should be able to do this. Crown, how you doing? I could do... Should I do interception? And that as well. I could get this to 10, which would be good. I need 1 billion more skill manuals. That's why I was like, I need those. Just strap them to my veins! Because I need them. But I think with this round, we might be able to get max out Naga. That'd be good. God, she's already 80,000. Holy crap, girl. You're giving Red a run for her money. You're at 81,000? Red, you gotta be like in the 90s now, right? Oh, god damn, Red. Okay, I didn't realize you guys are that high. That's good, though. Alright, well, with 366,000 power, let's give it a shot. Hi, Helm. Alright. Let's see if I remember. Last time, on the Goddess of Victory, NIKKE, Commander Merc and the Countess successfully rescued Hammering, Liverin, and Elig from the clutches of the crystal clusters, and seemed to make an impasse with the unknown, now known as Grave. However, new dangers await, and the Harmony Cube will not rest or cease. What awaits them as they continue to explore the surface and reclaim it for humanity? Let's find out. Okay, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm gonna take a quick synopsis here. It is goonerific, as you said. Let's see here. Synopsis, I think I want to say. Synopsis. So yeah, so chapter 30, let me just look at this real quick. Yeah, so we ended up finding out what happened between Liverin and Fragile, where basically Liverin was a runner for the leader of the dark web called Sixo, and basically they made a blood pact where, like, if Liverin went back to Sixo, Fragile was like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill myself. And that basically came out to pasture. We also found out that Grave, we gave we had previously called her the Unknown One, but now she has a name called Grave. But we found out that that giant coffin she was carrying contained Cinderella, the known, or as she was known by the Ark and everybody, and Achurio, the legendary heretic. So yeah, there was a problem there. So that happened, but essentially the rescue mission was mostly successful. I say mostly because, unfortunately, Hammering, she got the Zombo cluster crystal in her, and a churro. Yeah. So poor Hammering. I really liked her, but unfortunately she got the Zombo crystal in her, and it basically ate away at all her power to the point where, like, they had to basically take out her brain, but the crystal got lodged in her brainstem, so she's now in like a special coffin as a brain in a jar, and they can't switch her over to a new body yet because of that crystal, and they got to figure out how to do that. Meanwhile, Eleg, the only one who miraculously didn't have anything traumatizing happen to her, she's back with the Electric Squad now. And the last thing we remember doing was Liverin was in the rehabilitation center because basically she was naughty, and they put her in there for crimes. But someone brought a burner phone in, and it came from Sixo, and Sixo's like, "You will get me what I want," or. So now we're in the situation. We're in this weird ass situation where, like, we're still continuing our research on Harmony cubes and all that. We know that, and we have somebody who will likely try to screw us over now. So that's all I remember, but there was a lot. Are we going to run into Grave again? What's going to happen next time? Are we going to fight? Is she going to let us talk? Is Liverin going to screw us over? I don't know. But we'll play a little bit of the story and see if we can get a taste of it. Also, I don't know why Mana's there, but that's definitely Mana. And she's looking at that cube. Look at that cube go. The other thing we learned about is Harmony cubes are basically like, they're giant AI cubes that are run entire cities. So basically what we've been finding out is, like, these cityscapes are like where, like, potential arcs could have been until the zombie crystals. That's the boss. I'm sure that smoldering heap of, like, crystal doesn't mean anything. Yeah, she's analyzing that cube. She's like, yep, that's a cube, all right. Classic cube. I'm a researcher. There's also a test tube over there.
You want me to go there?
Piling Project 14. In order to designate coordinates, we created a supporting disc that is placed on the ground. After conducting numerous tests, we adopted a flat design that is easy to carry and could adapt to various types of terrain. However, further research is necessary to embed a GPS feature, a quadratic. Yep. A perfect
Come on,
square.
let's go.
All right, let's do some fighting.
Encounter.
So they are at. I feel like such an old man when I had to do. No. That's 366, and we're at. That's 3664-1 and to 3664. Oh man, yeah. Just ask any NXT wrestler. The parking lot is the most dangerous place to have a fight. All right. Well, we got a little power, so we might be able to go a little bit in.
Proceeding to target.
So let's just see. Let's get a taste of what awaits us in Chapter 31. I'm gonna have to actually focus this time.
Engaging with enemy.
They're basically at
Commander,
our power level.
stay behind me.
Why don't they just develop something
Target
like
clear.
an Infinite magazine?
All right, here we go. Rappy.
Fully active! Pierce through!
Naga.
Just wait until I become an adult.
You're mine!
New world, the melter.
Everyone, give him everything you've got!
Hi, JT. Welcome back. Did something jump out at you?
Ow! Ow! Did I do well?
You did great, Moderna. You just killed the enemy. You get a cookie.
Chalk up another victory for the commander!
Hey, that's me. What? Sorry, she's a good. What? I blacked out. What's going on? I'm just playing the game. What's going
Encounter.
on? And we're already underpowered. Great. Man, the power leveling, the power skill. Do I have to be like 400,000? Yeah, we'll talk about it after this fight.
Come on, let's go.
She's part of this, it's a long story.
Are you in danger? Let me at him!
Enemy down. Better reload. Fully active.
All right, here we go.
Pierce through.
D.
Down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
Not really, but I was just trying to stall for time. Roar, man.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
I love that combat
Target.
style.
Engaging. Fire it well.
Reloading.
Oh, more of them. All right. Wow, you're hidden up there. I didn't even see you. I saw you though.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Fully active. Hit.
Just wait until I become an adult.
Oh hell no. It ain't that complicated. I gotta be honest.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Yeah, Naga is, her squad is part of the, I can't remember the MMR, it's MMR school, basically. The students there, like Ein and Zwei, who we saw earlier in the story, they're training to become soldiers, even though they're NIKKEs. So, NIKKEs even incorporate school kids. And they're traumatized. They're basically been sentenced to die. I was actually going through Naga's story, and the background is, well, she's a second year because she passed the first exam. The first exam is you go up to the surface, and whoever survives comes back and gets to, yeah, child soldiers, exactly.
Proceeding.
Coming.
Good old dash of trauma. That's NIKKE for you.
Come on, let's go.
All right, here we go. So what's in store for us for Chapter 31? Rappy.
Yes, Commander?
Why did you preemptively attack Grave? Okay, we're going right off to that. Right for the difficult conversation. It's okay. I just want to know. So yeah, like she just like went full out. Like the minute she saw Anichiro, she's like, "You're dead," and that pissed Grave off.
Hold up. Are you saying that Rappy is the one who attacked first?
Mm-hmm.
Not that lady?
Answer me. Grave meant us no harm.
The thing she is keeping inside that coffin is a heretic. Anichiro.
Did you just say what I think you said? A heretic?
Anichiro.
She clearly values it highly. Based on her words and actions thus far, my guess is that she wishes to resurrect Anichiro.
Shifty.
One moment. I'm collating the data right now. There's not much to go on, but according to this, she was the first heretic. There's also a brief report about her being shot down, but nothing else.
I wonder why the report's so brief. Hint, hint.
This data is over 100 years old. She must be extremely dangerous. What makes you say that? Typically, the first iteration of any model is incredibly strong, especially prototypes. Doubly so if she's the forebearer of the heretics. Her power must be unimaginable.
Oh, we know. She's strong. We've seen it.
That's a good point, actually. But one second. Rappy, how do you know about Anichiro? I would like to know that myself.
I have a guess.
The only way you can turn up any information on her is by specifically searching for it.
I know her. Or rather, I knew her.
Red Hood.
Yes. I can't be certain, but it seems Red Hood has met Anichiro before.
Oh, I bet. Oh, she's intimate with Anichiro.
My mind is flooded with intense memories and emotions. Not least of all, Rage.
Sounds like they could have been mortal enemies.
There's no way to know for sure. What is certain is that we mustn't allow Anichiro to be resurrected.
Even death, he still does his duty. Common Oswald.
If she were to awaken now, none of us would stand a chance against her.
Oswald's the real one, for sure. Oswald's the real one. Did his job.
But I thought taking down heretics was our thing? We practically eat them for breakfast. This is apparently one meal we can't have.
We're dealing with an entity from over a century ago. She's most likely equipped with technology that's long been considered lost. Our objective is twofold. Track down Grave and destroy Anichiro.
First things first, we track Grave down. As for how we deal with Anichiro, I'll make the decision after I've assessed the situation further.
Roger.
I know you're not happy, Rappy. I get it, but you know, as putting on my kayfabe helmet, this is Commander Merc. This is the character we play. The boundless optimism, which is one of the other things I appreciate of NIKKE. It's like, I did that survey for NIKKE a little bit ago, and it was like, in 2 words, how would you describe the story of NIKKE? And I said, persistent hope. And I feel like that's what, like, the commander, aka you, play, in a way. It's like, because you're dealing with bullshit after trauma dump after bullshit, and yet you still want to believe in a world where NIKKEs won't have to be warriors. They can just be people. They can just be treated like humans again. And you're fighting like hell for that possibility.
Fully active.
Just wait until I become
Let's
an
keep
adult.
the momentum going.
And I feel like in terms of characters, like, there's no inconsistency with the main character. He's like, yeah, listen, my goal is to, if they're NIKKEs, I want to give them a chance.
Fully
I only kill if I need
wait
to.
until I become an adult.
I'm not convinced yet. I mean, that was the whole point about the crow thing. Like, she was trying to get us to be a killer again. She wanted us to fall because she's like, you're going to be a hero. You're going to be a light of hope. I need to corrupt you and see you fall. That was what made Crow
Class
so
is
devious.
over.
It's because she's like,
What do you
oh,
say
you're not
we
only
go
just
back
attacking
and
the
enjoy the
person, you're
festival
attacking
again?
the image. You're crazy. But she's dastardly like that. My ass is still coping for years.
Hey there.
Hi, Mana. I guess that's why we saw you examining the cube. What are you doing all the way out here? How are things going?
Better than expected. Things are progressing quickly. We're keeping the Harmony Cube in check. And once the A-Pillar arrives, we'll be able to start.
What about Absolute?
There were Raptures armed with anti-air artillery nearby, so they went to deal with them.
Right, that's the other part of this I'm starting, now that she mentioned it. So we did find the cube last chapter, and part of the reason we're back out here again is we're supposed to supply backup for Absolute because basically the Ark wants to secure the cube. Absolute's being kind of put in charge of it, but we're here to provide backup while they get the things in place to start securing the cube.
Just the 3 of them?
Yes.
Commander, we should join them.
Agreed. Let's go.
I have something to confess.
Okay. Is it that you're a spy? It's okay, Neon. I forgive you. Moving on.
I fell asleep during the mission briefing.
Oh. Well, Neon, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm not really surprised by that confession.
I haven't got a clue what Mana is doing here, what the stakes are, and what's going on with Absolute. You're shouting it like you're proud of the fact you know nothing. Naturally, I always hold my head high.
One of the many things I like about you, Neon.
If you hadn't nodded off, you'd know that Absolute is harnessing the Harmony Cube in order to destroy the crystal. Isn't that right, Mana?
I don't know if that was part of it.
Not even a little bit.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's like I forgot what part of the story you're at, and I remember better than both Neon and Anise.
Did I at least get some keywords right?
Sorry, Mana, but can you explain it to us again?
Fine. Based on the investigation the central government conducted on the E2 crystals.
Man, you all love these kinds of names, don't you? First Material H, now E2 crystals.
This substance was deemed highly dangerous to the Ark and classified as risk level SS.
Ooh, it's like an Omega level mutant or something?
At the same time, as it was determined that it didn't have any positive effect on the surface's ecosystem, any further research would serve no purpose, and the decision was made to eradicate the material. For some perspective, heretics were designated as risk level S. These E2 crystals, meanwhile, are one level above even that.
I mean, from what we've seen, they are pretty nasty. They're like the Cordyceps from like Last of Us, or just, the T-virus from Resident Evil.
The Harmony Cube located here is outdated and not well maintained.
I can imagine.
But it is still capable of running calculations pertaining to the construction of the Ark. By setting this Harmony Cube loose on the nearby infested E2 crystals, we will overwrite the basic structures of the Ark here, which are known as lost sectors. The structures generated by this Harmony Cube are composed of glass, which makes them perfect for dealing with E2 crystals. Our strategy is to fill the area with these glass structures and push back the E2 crystals.
Okay.
And this place will be the epicenter of that operation?
No.
Oh, okay. Care to elaborate?
We intend to use an A-pillar, which will act as a stake of sorts.
Right. We're basically we're constructing pylons, and then we're gonna need additional pylons in order to expand out and clear out the fog of war that is the E2 crystals that we're dealing with.
We will insert this A-pillar into the most densely packed area of the crystal region, from which the basic structures will expand outwards. By repeating this process multiple times, we'll eventually fill the area with these structures.
Yeah, we need additional pylons. What I just said.
I wonder how that's going to look.
What you need to do now is join up with Absolute and proceed with the mission. They've been fully briefed on this operation, and have even completed a simulation.
Okay.
Alright, no issues on my end.
Anything else?
What do you mean?
What about Grave?
I haven't seen any sight of her yet.
Understood. Alright, let's go and meet up with Absolute. NIKKE! Alright. So we now got the stakes. And we got our mission. Meet up with Absolute, put in the pylons, and start eradicating all these crystals. Oh boy. Alright. Ooh. But we're gonna need a little bit more time because we're clearly under-leveled right now. I feel like I'm gonna need to be 400,000 before I can clear out the next couple chapters. We'll see. Because that spike, I remember being okay, I'm 350. I was the last couple chapters were 320, 330, 360. I'm well, that's a jump. That's a bit of a jump. I'm gonna eventually have to get ready to just ride Red Hood into the ground because she's that broken. But in the meantime, I'll keep grinding it out. All right, let's do a few more things. I got a couple things we can do to wind down, and then we'll call it a night. Completo. I only did one thing for the Nihilister. Interesting. If I ever make affiliate, I'm gonna sing that song. But until then, I still can't. I still sing it to myself, but I gotta remember, no lyrics, no lyrics. You're live, no lyrics. One day. All right. Since we got Rosanna, we have a couple special events. So in here, in the elevator, the Wings of Imagination, a brief encounter. An urgent meeting has been scheduled quite abruptly. I stand in front of the elevator that will take me to the Ark. Wait. Rosanna blocks my path. Rosanna? Mister, I suggest you wait a while before using the elevator. What? Why? I found a suspicious slip of paper here. What are you missing for affiliate? Mostly just average viewers, which, by the way, I think we're doing pretty well. It's nice to see more and more people show up more regularly. It's just average viewers, I think. That's all. Do you want to see? Rosanna hands me a piece of paper. I can make out the words elevator, sign, destruct on it. The people who orchestrate these kinds of nefarious attacks typically exchange coded messages like this before they put their plan in motion. It might be, but it's okay. Well, if that ever happens, it'll be a day to celebrate for sure. But I have faith. I mean, it's slowly climbing. It's slowly climbing. Plus, consistency above all things helps out with that. But at the end of the day, I'm just glad I have people like you, Shizu, and Unknown, and Knight, and JT around, and it's fun. And Wolf, and everybody. Sure enough, there are all these signs plastered on an elevator, just like it says on the paper. Isn't it weird? All these signs out of the blue without any prior notice. Do you think it's serious? This is all just a hunch for the moment. So if you don't mind, I suggest you hold off on using the elevator. I can't. Why? Is there something wrong? I have an important meeting. Yeah. Then I'll go with you, just in case. I doubt anything will happen that quickly. Aw, thank you, Caesar. That's cute. I doubt anything will happen that quickly. Better safe than sorry. As Rosanna finishes her sentence, she steps into the elevator with me. Thankfully, the elevator seems to be operating without any issues. See? You were worrying about nothing. Why do I talk? Why did words leave my mouth? The elevator stopped. Seems my hunch was correct. I don't know if you're listening, but if you are, it would be in your best interest to show yourselves right this instant. Yeah, the double exclamation means it's dead serious. There's dead silence in the elevator. Maybe it stopped on its own. Rosanna stares at the elevator's ceiling. If you're listening to me, I have a message for your boss. Thank you, JT. I'm really happy. I mean, like, honestly, it's nice that more people are showing up more regularly, because I just like talking to everybody and, like, being a goofball. So I appreciate it, but thank you, JT. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. If you're listening to me, I have a message for your boss. If you keep screwing around with me, you'll only be hastening your own death. Doom. Dong. Tang, tang, tang. There are a series of small vibrations and sounds that echo outside the elevator. Uh-oh, she got the yandere face. It's time to kill. Rosanna's got her time to kill face. So, it's showtime then. I don't know who you are, but you're not making it out of here alive. The elevator starts to descend once again. Rosanna takes out her gun once again. What's with that face? Are you scared? Don't worry. I'll protect you. I trust you. I do trust you, Rosanna. Like, she may be crazy, but she does have my back, and she's proven it time after time. I trust you. Rosanna gives me a reassuring smile. Listen, mister. When these doors open, get behind me. When I catch whoever's behind this. The elevator doors finally open. Huh? Rosanna? Senti? Senti stares at us with a wrench in one hand. What are you doing here? I'm inspecting the elevator. How'd you two get in here? Didn't you see the signs posted in front of the elevator? We blocked the entrance because of the inspection. Rosanna passes the note with the keywords to Senti. By any chance, is this note... Huh? I wrote this. Excuse me? It must have fallen out of my pocket. Why did you write down destruct? Oh, that? Well, once we're done inspecting the elevator, I gotta inspect the buildings that are possibly gonna be torn down later, so I wrote and made a note. Don't tell me you ignored the signs that got on the elevator anyway. It's dangerous getting on the elevator during an inspection. I think you're quite entertaining and pleasant too, so I do hope... Shizuka, thank you. That's so sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I know, like, just know that you have my support as well, whatever that might mean. But thank you. I appreciate it. It's dangerous getting on the elevator during an inspection. During an inspection. Sorry. Good thing we're just running some simple tests. Nothing more than that. I'm glad you two are okay. Anyway, I better get started with the inspection proper. Rosanna, listen, girl, like, anyone can make the same mistake. Like, don't beat yourself up. I should probably ease your anger. You really kept your cool back there. Didn't you say you had an urgent meeting? Shoot, I gotta go. I better get going as well. Rosanna quickly disappears into the distance. That's like, I'm not talking about this. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, brief encounter at the signal of betrayal. Seeing her smile. Did you see the other smile? The one, that's her killing face. All right. Speaking of, what is the signal of betrayal? Don't tell me. Poor innocent Signal. What could she do to possibly upset Rosanna? Commander, you're here. Do you still need me to survey the ground for you today? Yes, please. All right. Please take a seat. Signal begins to watch the observer's screen. Huh? What's this? What's wrong? Commander, there's a suspicious signal. Hearing signal, I turn to the screen. Yeah, she is a NIKKE. She can, like, carry a lot of her weight. But yeah, that's a big radio signal thing. A red circle with a question mark is moving slowly. That is a pretty big, like, signal radio. CT radio? Yeah, signal, right? Is it like a CT radio? It's, you know what, now with the two antennas, it looks like a giant walkie-talkie. Like the biggest fucking walkie-talkie that you've ever seen. I love how, like, the bunny has both, like, has ear pods. Those are AirPods. Those are definite AirPods. Anyway, what does the question mark mean? Signals with unknown sources are labeled with a question mark. That's a transmitter station. Oh, I see. Interesting. But I've never seen one before. This is a bit scary. To be safe, I should report. Huh? Hello, Signal. You're still as petite and cute as ever. She is petite and cute. Hello, Rosanna. Rosanna? Mister, you're also here. This is perfect. May I use the observer for a while? I want to confirm something. Sure, but I discovered a suspicious signal, so I might have to confirm it first. Wow. May I take a look at it? It might be related to what I want to confirm. Then... Signal seems to be asking for my permission. Go ahead. Thank you. Ah, so he's there. Okay, I'm done. Do you know what that signal is? Of course. It's the signal of Adonia's traitor. There's such a signal? I never knew. Oh, it didn't always exist. I planted the tracker on him because I was suspicious. But the signal is suddenly gone today. A Sigma signal? I should receive an error report if that error tracker malfunctions or is damaged, but I didn't. Then I found out he seems to have gone to the surface, so I came here to check. Turns out he really went to the surface. Oh, is he not supposed to? It's funny, isn't it? He doesn't even dare to face me, yet he dares to betray me. Signal with the exclamations. Anyway, mister, I hope you don't report the signal. Why? You're asking the obvious. If they find out, things will be troublesome. But is this signal still moving? Yeah, it's moving slowly though. Huh? It's all enemies and traitors with her. Well, she is kind of built off like a mob boss, so I guess that makes sense for her. I look at this, and she's part of Underworld Queen. Underworld Queen in the NIKKE verse is they deal with the dark underbelly of the Ark. They're basically like your wet works team, to a degree. I look at the screen again and notice the signal has stopped moving. Underworld Queen. Sorry, did I slip? Maybe. No, but Underworld Queen. Underworld. It was moving just now. Is it making a short stop, or? I promise I might have misspoke. I don't know. I take no ownership over any of the words that come out of my mouth. You know, like any true American does these days. It's fine. He doesn't have the guts to return anyway. His fate's long been determined. Thank you for your help. Rosanna, you're so cool. She is pretty cool. I mean, I get that. What do you mean? In shows, people who are betrayed always look hurt, but you didn't look bothered at all. Wait, no. I should say it makes you look more daring. Yeah, I'll look cooler if I tell you I'm unbothered, but that's not true. It's just unnecessary to feel hurt every time there's a traitor. I'm very busy. Wow. I'm really busy. I'll be off now. Mr. Signal, please take care. She's gonna go kill that man. Doesn't matter if he's out on the surface. She's gonna go hunt him down. You too. Be careful. Commander, I want to be like Rosanna. It is said that after this day, Signal became obsessed with playing a cool and arrogant character for a while. Damn. All right. I got one more thing on my to-do list. We gotta have advisements. Let's do a couple advisements. And since JT's here, let's do his favorite girl. Where are you, Sin? Where are you, Sin? I know you're here somewhere. Poor Signal's gonna go through her Chuny phase. Yep, sure, for real. Sin. Shouldn't be this hard to find Sin. Oh, maybe I need to sort it correctly. There we go. There she is. It's your girl. Counselor, who is the NIKKE you're closest to? From what I hear, you're close to everyone. Who told you? You? JT, you get the pick since it's your girl. This design's not good. Really? Okay. I want to hear this once we get out of this. She's one of the older designs for sure. She's also, but yeah, I don't know if JT's still here, but I think if JT were here, he'd want me to do you. You? Really? I'd say you're my closest friend as well, right after Guilty and Quincy. Does that make us best friends? I like the little what's this, the visual effects on those stars? My friendship with Sin deepens. Did I get any points? Did I get like 5 points at least? Wolf aesthetic, but overall, eh.
You're a paragon of virtue, instructor.
I feel like she's being sarcastic when she says that. Anyway, let's see. We got a few more we can do here. Who am I trying to rank? Well, I like Phantom. Phantom! How you doing, girl? So, tell me, if you were to become a thief, would you prefer a mask or a cape? I mean, if we're going off of The Incredibles, no capes. I do like a mask. Like Joker's mask. Mask, no question. Is that so? Of course, since a thief must conceal their identity, a mask is essential. But I really do love the image of a cape fluttering in the wind. They're both good. Pro Phantom P and Pro Detective. She's great. I believe this is where the charm of a thief lies. But she's not a thief, though. She's not a thief. She's a librarian.
I'm practicing writing some warning notes. Don't you think I'm cool?
I do. I think you are pretty cool, Phantom, to be fair. I think it's... But again, I'm biased because I'm a Persona 5 nerd, so... Here we go. Let's see. Librarian, you say? Yeah, she's a librarian. She's the... Well, we do need to get your rank up, Rosanna. So let's see here. I'm curious about what people think of Hedonia. What do you think? Hedonia, as in, like, hedonism, I guess? What do you think? I think they probably think of you as some sort of ragtag family. Don't you think that's taken us just a tad too lightly? You make it sound like people don't fear us at all. Oh, okay, she wants to fear. Very Machiavellian of her. I can respect that. I feel bad for fandom. Really? Why is that, Unknown?
Do you have your sights set on becoming more intimately connected with my business?
Uh-oh. Hedonistic Enderwear Queen. Why do you feel bad for fandom? I'm curious about that, Unknown. Is it because, like... Well, like, from we know with the story, like, she wants to be a thief, but, she needs a little bit more practice, to put it nicely. What about it? I'm kind of curious. I got way too many of these NIKKEs higher up. I mean, I think she's got a lot going on for her. She's got a hobby. She's got a good, steady job. You know, she seems very nice. She's probably good with kids because she works at a library. I did not get the joke. I do not understand joke. I am beyond humor. That's why jokes don't land on me. That's a pat. That's adorable. I don't know joke. Well, I do need to talk to Guillotine. I like something tells me the spelling mistakes she's having are caused by the fact. Oh, I didn't know that part about it. Oh, that is sad. That is very sad. All right, well, let's talk to Guillotine de Mephisto, who's also had a kind of a tragic past. Partner, what would it be like to have a soulmate? Someone who stays with you for the rest of your life. The day I get married is the day I die. I mean, for me, nah. That would make me very happy. Is that so? Well, whoever your soulmate is a very lucky person. Fish skull looking girl. She is. She's crazy. I like Guillotine because, like, if you come at her from the approach of, like, a kid playing pretend, it's great. It's just, like, you get into all sorts of nonsense with Guillotine. It's great.
You are my assistant, therefore you must obey me. I will protect you, no matter what happens.
Yeah, she's great.
Whenever I see you, my heart starts to race. Perhaps I need...
Oops, I cut her off. My bad. Guillotine de Mephisto, don't curse me. I promise. I'm sorry. I've been working with... So she's almost done. Cindy is not max rank yet. How you doing, Cinderella? There simply aren't enough mirrors around here. Well, to be fair, you're out in the middle of nowhere, so I mean, like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be easy. How about bringing in 10 more? Did I have this question before? I'll consider it. Give me some time. All right. Don't worry. I'm not forcing you. It's just that I feel you didn't admire your own beauty often enough, Prince. That's why I suggested you do it more often. Cinderella and I discussed how many mirrors should be placed at Reclamation Site 1. Probably not 10,000 of cringe. She's just very, very narcissistic, for sure. But, like, Old Tales kind of explains a lot of that, for sure. Let's see. Sakura. I like Sakura a lot. Sakura's one of my favorites.
All that is yours is mine. Never forget that.
She's great. Let's see here. Let's do one more. Let's do one I don't talk to very often. Well, I said one I don't talk to very often, and she's staring me right in the face. Isn't that effing Pascal from Automata? Yep, sure is. They had a Nier 2B, they had a Nier Automata crossover event, which makes it now, per Yoko Taro's own rules, 2B is now canon in the NIKKE verse.
Yes. Are you summoning me?
2B is cringe. You don't like Nier? You don't like Nier? I mean, there's nothing wrong with not liking Nier, but it's like, okay, that's interesting. I think most people who play that really like it. Yeah, but that's Pascal. Working on... what I'm doing with these bars is kind of working towards, like, stickers for them. So, like, I could work on that. But, like, I saw her, and I was like, well, someone I haven't talked to in a while is staring me right in the face. Hi, Crow. Are you still crazy? Hey, Merc. You ever been to the Outer Rim? Yeah. Oh, really? It's a nasty place. It's also what the real Ark looks like, without any modification. That's why I like it. I like Nier, 2B's cringe. Okay. Can you explain to me what makes 2B cringe? Is it just the... Is it the fan? Is it more to the character or more the fans around the character? What's more cringe about it? If you won't mind me asking, Shizuka. I think I have an idea, but I want to understand it better. All right. Oh, Wolf liked Ein and Zwei. I don't have Zwei. I'd like to get Zwei. Guilty, how you doing, girl? You're adjusting to life outside of the rehabilitation center yet? Nobody ever listens to me. No matter how much I protest my innocence, they keep insisting I'm a criminal. How can I get people to hear me out? I think more conviction usually helps. Speak softly, carry a big stick. More conviction? You mean like being more forceful? Why did you bite your tongue like that? I didn't... Is there a Dre, perchance? There is a Ray, perchance. I didn't say anything about using force. Oh, I like it. You know just how I feel, counselor. I can use force to get people to listen to me. Can't imagine why people think you're a criminal, Guilty. With a name like that, right? It's just ironic, right? She's too bland as a character from all the info. And I dug a lot. It's honestly more fan-based than cringe. Okay, that's fair. I practice speaking with Guilty. Is there a Ray? There is a Ray. So let's go find Ray. Ein, Zwei, and Ray. She's the senior of the group. These days, juniors are just so disrespectful. They act like they're in charge and never follow instructions. I wasn't like that when I was their age. How did you behave as a junior, Ray? Well, I used to argue a lot with those senior students, but I had a good reason for it. Anyway, I'm not like them. I see. Ray shares some of the struggles of managing her juniors with me. Yeah, you're not crazy. She's adorable. She is adorable. There's a lot of adorable NIKKEs on this. I think so. Like, here's a super adorable one. And the Miracle Fairy. Isn't she sweet? I joke about Sein Drei. Yeah. Ein, zwei, drei. Yeah, exactly. She's adorable.
Ruby bought this for me. Isn't it pretty? I'm going to wear it every day.
Now, there's a tragedy there. Because this is her, where is she? I know you're here, girl. I know you're here, girl. Yeah, this is her normally. This poor girl has been mind wiped so many times that she forgets every day. She has a little journal. That's like her Christmas miracle version.
Teacher, let's go have a light croquette.
Also, she's a big fan of croquettes. She loves her croquettes. Let's see. I want to talk to... I know I'm having too much fun talking to you guys and showing you off a little bit. Maybe I'm showing off a little bit, but like I'm also just having a good time here. Let's talk to... Scary Mary. Commander, what should I do? Every time I see Pepper, I just get so excited. Let me guess. You found something to tease her about. I knew you'd catch on quick. Pepper's so adorable. She made a little mistake in the hospital. I've been going to the hospital the past few days to tease her about it. I speak with Mary about her opinions on Pepper.
Let me treat you. It won't hurt a bit.
Yeah, she's scary. Like she's a nurse who like you do what she says or else. Basically, she's kind of scary. All right. Let's talk to Marciana. Marciana, it's been a while. You've probably been really busy with all these students. How you doing?
Once I'm finished grading these tests, I have to prepare for the communal assessments and arrange one-to-one interviews with the students.
Yeah, she's...
And then there's a demonstration class for a new subject.
Right. Yeah, she's a bit overworked. Drones are all the rage with the student body. I can't tell you how many classroom windows have gotten shattered because of them. I'm trying to think of how I should handle this. Let's see. Is there any way to encourage them to try it out? Outside? Outside? These things can fly outside? She looks to the drone to her left. We could tell them that if they don't fly their drones inside the classroom, we'll hold a drone flying contest or something. Thanks for the advice, Commander. Character with purple eyes always hit their eyes one way or another, and they got a dark past or have gotten into serious trouble. Mm-hmm. Like this hardened criminal. There are some ones. Hey, Mast. She's so cute. God damn it. Sorry.
A spell to make it delicious?
The aeration's
No
on
way
point,
a
too.
pirate would do something so ridiculous.
You just did, though. But anyway, alright, we're spent. And I mean in terms of tickets. We can't advise any more Nikkes today. Alrighty. It was cute. Listen, I'm not above propaganda. It was cute, okay? Alright. Apparently I did another one for the elevator. Let's do that. Get some more crystal. And that's the sign that I've played too much Nikke this week, because I cleared all the weekly quests. All right. Just in time for tomorrow for them to reset. Yeah, okay, we got 2 Nikke things. All right. All right, I think that's a good enough stopping point for now. We did a lot there, but I will call it here. But thanks everybody for showing up today. I do appreciate it. I had a great time just doing that story. Forest was fun. Like, I thought it was going to be off the top. I got to be honest. I thought it was going to be a little bit more off the top on the silly side. But then it kind of like, because like when they talked about like her walking around naked and stuff, like, oh god, shenanigans are afoot. But it felt more like it was trying to talk about like an actual like have a lesson about like growing old and living life without regrets and all that shenanigans. Yes, naked shenanigans. I thought that's what we were going for, but turns out it kind of behaved itself at the end of it, but still. So let's do roll call and we'll do this. I do like to do this. So first of all, Wolf and JT, thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate it. Wolf, I assume is either dead
I
asleep.
prepared a special song just for you.
I prepared a song for you. Just for you, Wolf. Shenanigans, yeah. JT, thanks for being here, my man. Golden, thanks for showing up today, my man. Thanks for doing it. Shizuka, thank you so much for being here as well. Thank you all for showing up. Thanks to anyone in the chat. Hope you had a good time. Next time we'll be at the Equinox on Thursday, and we'll be playing Valkyria Chronicle 4. More tactical-based stream goodness. I hope to see you guys there. But until then, enjoy your day. Get a happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody on the East. I'll see you guys later. Teitoku itekimasu. See you guys.